its wake. The heart of September left nothing more to say. Just show me what it's worth. I wanna hear you say these words. From the light into the dark, it'll be alright. Did I speak too soon? I wanna harbor you through all the ways this life could be so cruel. If the storm breaks through, I'll be the light for you, holding on when everything it feels so blue. Letting it linger, what I thought was everything I had of you, wrapped round my finger like a puppet on a string. So where are you right now? Find me when the stars turn out. All you vampires gather around here in the night. Did I ask too much? Maybe it's not enough for now. We close the door and feel the rush. Or am I answering something close to home? It's bigger than the two of us would own. I've fallen for you in a way that I thought that I never do. Oh, it taught me the way to never be used. I'll make a promise to you, alleviate every sky, be honest and true. All the games, there's no excuse, no more running away. Did I speak too soon? I wanna harbor you through all the ways this life could be so cruel. If the storm breaks through, I'll be the light for you, holding on when everything it feels so blue. I'll be there with you still, till the darkness starts to spill. With you and everything that we've ever built.
Yes, people, welcome back to another stream. Smash the likes up, man, smash the likes up. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Stressful morning, lads. Oh, the stress. The Instagram followers will know what's been going on, man, but oh my days, I've been stressed this morning, lads. Never, ever buy a house with a basement is what is my advice is to you guys. Smash these likes up if you've not done so already. Shout out for the new music. Mercy Kelly. I've just dropped a new track. If you like it, that's what it was right then. Make sure you go and check it out on Spotify or whatever. They're a band from the Manchester area, lads. So, yeah, make sure you go check it out. If you like the tunes, you know, you're into sort of like indie rock, you know, that sort of shit. Then, yeah, go and give them a listen, man. New tune just been released. Speak Too Soon. Come out today. I like it. Nice, chilled out song, man. So, yeah, go and check them out. Support the local music. But, yeah, smash the likes up. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. I'm sweating. So, we'll come on to Ederson in a minute, yeah? But I don't know if you guys remembered when I bought the house, I got scammed, basically. Quick recap. Bought a house last year, yeah? Just a little terraced house, yeah? Turns out I had a basement that no one told us about. Turns out the basement is not included on any of the title deeds or anything, so we didn't even know about it. We didn't even know it existed. And turns out it was completely flooded with about, at the time, 4 foot of water inside the basement, which was kind of nice. Anyways, we got an industrial pump, a water pump, about 6 months ago. We put it in, we pumped all the water out. The hose pipe was like that thick, yeah, onto the street, just fucking whacking the water out. The water's going like down the street into drains and shit. Anyway, cleaned it out, bang. Got a new pump installed. All good, all gravy. Everything's cooking on gas. Yeah, we got dry basement. Anyway, sat there last night on the couch. Could smell damp, bro. I'm like, yo, let me check that basement out. Bro, it's cooked, bro. It's fully washed. Like, literally washed. Fucking, it must have been 2 foot of water, minimum. I thought it was 1 foot. Actually, when I got the torch out, bang, 2 foot of water in there. The whole thing's fucking like a swimming pool. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Why the pump not working? So I pulled out the pump. I plug it into a different plug socket. Still no bueno, man. Still no bueno. I'm like, oh, shit. What's going to happen now? Yeah, so I ring the guy up. Luckily, he come down this morning, and anyway, disaster averted, chat. The float had got stuck, so the float wasn't floating, hence it wasn't kicking in. Anyway, it was pumping for at least an hour and a half, and now the shit's dry. But honestly, swerve it, man. Yeah, don't go by the basements, guys. It's not cool. I know everyone's like, oh, it'd be cool to have a basement, wouldn't it? Yeah, we can do nice shit with it. No. So anyway, I'm stressed. I'm on a cherry aid my vitamins. 1 second. We're getting scammed. We're getting fucking scammed. Ederson, guys. Now, first of all, I don't know what's going on here because none of the English journalists are reporting this. None of them. I don't know what's going on. Where are they? Hello? Anybody there? Knock, knock, knock. Yeah, well, Sam Lee can chill. He can chill. He's had a baby, innit? You know, relax. He's on maternity leave. You know, fair play. Yeah, the guy's got to look after his kid and that. Yeah, we respect that. Yeah. We ain't cooking him. He needs to look after his child. That's cool. Yeah. However, there are other journalists in the UK. Any news? Yeah, the whole of Turkey is literally sat here right now giving us news on half of our squad is about to go to Galatasaray. And not one single journalist from the UK is giving us the news. No bueno. Zero bueno. I don't know what's going on, man. What's going on? What are these journalists like? Why are these journalists not giving us the news? Anyway, let's start off with Ederson because he's the obviously we spoke about him on the title of the stream, but apparently a couple of our other players might be going there as well, lads. Right, let's have a look. Let's bring this up on screen. Share screen. Smash these likes up as well, people. Get these likes up, man. Make sure you guys are subscribed as well. Oh my God, look how nice that kit is. For people asking, I've still not got it. I still don't know whether to take the risk and get Cherky 10 on the back. I might do it. We'll speak about that in a bit anyway. Breaking news. Galatasaray have submitted a bid of 3 million euros for Ederson. 3 million euros, bro. 3 million euros. 3 million euros. 3 million euros for the Brazilian number 2 goalkeeper. Are you crazy, Bray? That's about 3 million. Do these guys not know about inflation and that? Bro, 3 million's not worth fuck all, mate. What can you buy with 3 million? Seriously, what does 3 million buy you nowadays? Real talk, man. You can't buy shit for 3 million. That's crazy, mate. I can't lie. Obviously, if a deal does get done, I would imagine that it's not going to be 3 million. I would imagine City are not going to sell him for 3 million. But at the same time, it doesn't give me confidence that the deal's going to be done at a big fee when the opening offer is 3 million. And again, I would just also add, we still don't even fully know if this is legit because none of UK journalists have come out and reported anything. This all might be fake news. The only thing that I'm talking about is that like there's loads of journalists in Turkey and accounts in Turkey talking about this, and like, you know, that the thing is as well that makes me think this is probably legit is Remember when we got linked with Luis Diaz? 15 minutes later, what happened? City journalists shut it down. Do you remember when Nico Gonzalez was linked to a move away from Manchester City with Fabrizio Romano? An hour later, I think it was Simon Bajowski shut it down. Nico O'Reilly, like literally last week, could be leaving. Hour later, shut it down. Not one person has come out and shut this down. Not one journalist has come out and shut it down. And apparently, yeah, I don't listen to the podcast, but apparently Sam Lee was talking on his podcast that I don't want to like quote him because I've not listened to it and it's gone off Twitter, but apparently like he was talking like this could be legit. This could be legit. And not the fee, the fact that he might be going Galatasaray. But it sounds like he's going, man. I can't lie. Like everything that I'm reading at the moment, the vibe I'm getting sounds like he's off. I think he's off. I think what happened, yeah. I think that he was obviously open to a move to Saudi Arabia. And then I think that might have died down. And then after the Club World Cup, he didn't have a good Club World Cup. He got cooked on social media. People was roasting him hard. And I think he's probably just thought, fuck it, I can't be arsed. I'm just going to leave in it. And then, but the question is, obviously, if he does go, one, how much is the fee? Because that's low, innit? That is a low fee. That's a low fee, man. Bruh. We got to be getting, I mean, he's got 1 year left on his contract, right? How old is he? He's like 31 or something. Bro, he's so young still for a goalkeeper. He's still so young. He's 31 years old. Well, 32 in August, so he's got him 32. 32. But a guy could play for like another 8 years, man. That is cheap, bro. That is very cheap. I think we've got to be getting at least 10, 15 mil. I think we've got to be getting at least 10, 15 million. But City are in a bit of an awkward spot here, lads. City in a bit of an awkward spot. Let me tell you why. I think City have probably come to the terms that he's going, that he ain't going to be the number one goalkeeper. Yeah, that he's moving on. So because he wants to move and City are open to him moving, and he's only got a year left on his contract, and it's quite obvious to most people, probably say 90% of City fans, that Ortega is not good enough to be our number one goalkeeper. It's kind of like Jack Grealish. Like, we ain't going to get a good deal for Grealish. That's why Grealish is probably going to be loaned towards the end of the window, because teams don't need to spend a lot of money to get the player, because they know City are not in a good negotiating position, and we're not really in a good negotiating position with Ederson. However, at 3 million, yeah, is taking the piss, mate. Yeah, it's taking the actual piss. Have some respect. Yeah, have some respect, man. That's a joke price. That's a joke price. We got to be getting at least 10 million quid. We got to be getting at least 10 million quid. But listen, for me, I'm not really that arse. Like, it is what it is. I think it is. I think he is going. The question is now, yeah, and this is where it gets interesting, is who the bloody hell do we get to replace Ederson, lads? Who the bloody hell do we get to replace Ederson? Because I'm telling you something, I don't know. I don't know. I did a poll this morning. I'll do another one in the chat in a sec, yeah. But I did a poll this morning on Twitter. Who do you want? And the only reason I did Costa and Trafford and not Chevalier, because I know a lot of people are talking about Chevalier and that. The only reason I didn't include Chevalier is because there's been zero links to Chevalier, and I just don't think it's going to happen. And the same for Donnarumma. So I kept it 100 and just went for the two players that I feel like City are legitimately like looking at. Otherwise, we just voted on players that we're not going to go for. And it's very, very close. It's had 1,900 votes. I'll do a new poll in this chat so we can see what you guys are saying. I'll be real with you 100%. I've spoken about this before. If you get any of them two goalkeepers, I'll be nervous. I'll be nervous. I'm not against it, but I'll be nervous. The reason I'm nervous for Costa is because he looks like a bit of a bozo with his mistakes. I've watched him play 3 times, which is not a lot. However, in 2 of those games, he was bad. Like, bad. Like, not me just like, oh, he's a little bit not great. I'm talking bad. Like, actively at fault for goals. In the other game, he was, to be fair, he was decent and pulled off some good saves. So I am nervous with Costa. Seen him only 3 times. James Trafford, 2 seasons ago, Premier League, awful. Absolutely awful. Got dropped from Juric. Yeah, I've seen him a number of times for Burnley. I watched Burnley quite a few times that year. Lightweight, didn't have the physicality to come and collect crosses. Dead, dropped from Juric 2/3 of the way through the season or something. Yeah, that's not great. Apparently, last year he was very, very good for Burnley. Very good. Don't know. Didn't see a single game. So if we get any of them two goalkeepers, I'm gonna be nervous. I'm gonna be nervous. I'm not saying they might not be good. They might be mint, but I'm gonna be nervous. Yeah. If we get Chevalier, I'll probably be less nervous, but that's only on the basis that I've not actually seen him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what he's about. I'll just be like, "Ooh, what's this guy saying?" I've got no negative energy with this guy because I've not even seen him. Donnarumma, if we was to get him, I'd probably be quite. I'd be more curious if we got Donnarumma because he's obviously completely 180 as a keeper compared to Ederson and even maybe Trafford in that he is like shot stopping first, distribution down here, whereas Ederson was like distribution up here, shot stopping down here. So he'd be completely different. But I wouldn't be negative. I wouldn't have negative energy. In fact, I'd have quite positive energy to Donnarumma, but I don't think that's going to happen. Chevalier would be like mid energy because I don't really know much about him, but seen a bit, looks decent. But again, not much to go off. And the other two, bit negative, but I'd obviously give him a chance on that, but I would be concerned. But I've not got the name. I've not got the name other than Donnarumma, really. Donnarumma going for less than 75 mil. He's only got a year left on his contract as well, though. How are we going to let Ederson be sold for like 10 million and then pay 75 for Donnarumma? Not that we're going to get Donnarumma anyway. There's no way. Donnarumma is going to come to City, mate. Because whilst you might like him, yeah, you might be okay with his lack of distribution, and I might be okay with his lack of distribution. Pep Guardiola is not going to be happy with his distribution levels. It's just never going to happen, mate. It's never going to happen. So it's really, and that's why I think it's between Costa and Trafford. And I've got to say, I think it's very interesting how Newcastle were in talks to sign Trafford about a month ago, and then they've still not got the deal done. Now people will say, "Oh, it's FFP or whatever." Mate, we're in the new month. We're in the new year of finances. So is he waiting? I've City said to Trafford, "Hang on a minute." Yeah, why is that deal stalled between Trafford and Newcastle? Now, the press will probably tell you it's it's finances, they're negotiating the price or whatever. Maybe it is. Maybe that is the reason. Or I've City said to Trafford, "Hang fire. We think Ederson's leaving. If he leaves, we're going to get you." But then we had that news that come out. I've got to say, we had the news that come out about Costa. Costa's been the one that's been most linked. Costa's been the one that's been most linked to us. We've been linked with him quite a few times. And in fact, you know what? I might do a timeline. I might do a timeline of Diogo Costa and see exactly what we've had from him. Be interesting to go through. I smash these likes up, people. If you've not done so already, man. Let's go through some of these chats, man. Big up to Matt. Says, big up LB, 10 mil I think is gone, but my God, we're going to pay 6 times that for someone who might be worse, says Matt. It's a risk, mate. It's a risk. We just got to hope and pray that the new goalkeeper is mint. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it'll get done in around 10 million. 10 million euros is what, like 7 million quid? I still think we're getting had off, but it is what it is. Big up for the membership, man. I appreciate it. Big up Selman says, your home is haunted. Call conjuring people soon. Bro, they ain't mess with me, innit? You see me? Bro, I'm bald now. Bro, no ghosts and that, and no poltergeist is going to mess with bald LB. Yeah? They ain't going to do it, bro. They ain't going to do it, man. Big up Selman, man. Vasco Astoria says, thank you, Eddie, my fellow Brazilian, but you got to go. Says Vasco. I think it's time for him to go, to be honest with you. Like I say, I was previously backing him heavy, saying, people are going to regret it, but the Club World Cup, man, it's just giving me major doubts about his sort of, how do you describe it? What's the fucking, like his locked in, like, mentality. I think we spoke about it, not yesterday, the day before. I think we spoke about it on on Wednesday or maybe Tuesday. We spoke about that. When you're in a situation, like in a job, or maybe like you're in college or something, yeah, and you're like, you're studying a course or you're in work, you're doing a job, and then you just fall out of love with it. Yeah. Maybe you don't like your boss. Maybe the job changes a little bit. They give you different roles or that. Maybe, you're studying and you're like, yo, this is shit. This ain't what. It's very, very difficult to get back into it. Once you're done, you're done. I remember, yeah, when I worked for the insurance company, yeah, I was locked in, bro. Locked in. Bro, on a real, yeah. I was going in, I work Monday to Friday, yeah, 35 hours. I go Saturday, do 12 hours, Sunday, 12 hours double time. Yeah, it was mega. Yeah. Pretty sure I was breaching the EU working time directive, but we moved, yeah. And then one day, yeah, they fucked me over. They fucked me over. Yeah. They fucked me. And I went, not doing that again. Now, really, penalised myself then because I stopped getting the double time, which was mint. But I just said, nah, I'm not doing it no more. You fuck me, I ain't doing it. And I was never able to get back in to the locked in mode of like smashing it and that because they fucked me over. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying we fucked Ederson over, obviously. Well, his wage. We might have fucked him over on his wage, to be fair. But to be fair, that's his agent's fault. He should get a better agent, innit? You know what I mean? Like, he's not even in the top 15 goalkeepers paid in the world. Yeah, according to the reports. Might not be true. Might be fake news, but we'll go off that. If that's true, then we have fucked him over a little bit. But that's his agent's fault, innit? That's not our fault, chat. You know what I mean? That's not our fault. But, yeah, and I just think, man, that if he would have had a Mega Club World Cup, I'd have been like, yes, mate, he's back in, he's locked in, he's committed for this. Even if it's just for this last year, he's committed. And he might be committed, but subconsciously, man, like, bro, the worrying one for me, is I can't remember which game it was. It might have been Juventus. Which was the game, chat, where he threw the ball out. Oh no, he didn't throw it. He kicked the ball out and he just kicked it to their striker. And the scary thing about that is that 10 minutes prior to that, he'd done the same thing. So for me, I was kind of like, hang on a minute. You've just done that 10 minutes ago and you've not learned that. And again, I'm not a fucking psychologist. I'm just saying what I think, yeah. I get the view that has come from just not locked in. I'm just not like fully dialed in, And again, I might be chatting shit, but that's just my opinion, isn't it? That's just my opinion. I'm sure some people have a different opinion, but that's my view. Let me see if I can find the links. Here we go. Let's have a look at some of these things. Right, this is the timeline chat for Diogo Costa because this is the one that we've been linked with the most. I will chat Trafford as well. Yo, big up Leon, man, for the 10 bomb. Hey, yo, come on. Big up, brother. Yo, W's in the chat, man. Am I focused? W's in the chat, Leon, what a guy. Appreciate the 10 bomb. W's in the chat. Yo, big up to Jordan as well with a 20 bomb. W Jordan in the chat as well. Big up, lads. Appreciate the support, man. Says it's a no-brainer for Trafford. Knows how we play due to academy experience, potential England's number one for next 10 years. And even if it does not work out, there's still resale value due to experience in the championship. Well, yeah, I don't know if you've seen them comments as well. I'll bring them up in a minute about him. He was on the Ben Foster podcast and he said that he really wants, I won't butcher it, but basically he said he wants to join City. But I won't butcher it. I will bring it up in a minute. But yeah, big up Jordan, man. W Jordan in the chat. Big up Leon. Appreciate that, bro. Come on. Big up, lads. I'll come to the other super chats in a second, boys. Yeah, let me just go through some of these. Timeline. This is Diogo Costa. This is the Diogo Costa one. Smash these likes up, guys. So this one was from the 24th of June from Ebola. Fucking hell, sounds like a disease, that, doesn't it? Jesus. Ebola PT. Diogo Costa is expected to leave FC Porto this summer with Manchester City and Man United very interested. The goalkeeper has a 75 million euro release clause, but could leave for 60 million euros. The 25-year-old has told his closest circle of a strong desire to move on, preferably to the Premier League. So that's obviously, I remember doing a stream about that at the time. Because obviously United probably could do with a new goalkeeper because that other guy that they've got is crap. So that was on the, what date was that? 24th of June. June 14th, Ederson's future will be decided after the Club World Cup. The 31-year-old wants to stay, but is also open to leaving. And I love it when you get these sort of like, they want to stay, but they want to leave. It's like, what? What? No, I get what I'm only being facetious. I get what it means. Like, yeah, he's not like pushing for a move, but like he kind of would be open to a move. But at the same time, it's like, bro, make your mind up, innit? That was on June 14th. Right, May 28th here. Manchester City have now moved firmly onto Porto's Diogo Costa as their main goalkeeper target for the summer, after Espanyol's Joan Garcia narrowed his options down to Newcastle United or Barcelona. And I'm pretty sure now, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, yeah, but and he now gone. I'm pretty sure he's now gone to Barcelona, innit? Joan Garcia, 20, I think it was 20 million. I think it was 20 million euro release clause. So he's gone. He's out the race. He's out the running. So we can't get him. Yeah, this was obviously fake news. Man City are interested in Porto goalkeeper Diogo Costa, further confirmed by Sky Sports Lyle. The position is one Man City are looking to strengthen this summer, regardless of any uncertainty over Ederson's future. So again, that seems to suggest that City were always in the market for a goalkeeper, regardless of Ederson. And this is why I think that we was always going to get one of Ederson or Ortega leaving, because you couldn't go into the season really, chat, with Ortega and Ederson, could you? You can't really go into the season with them two. Not when both of them don't want to be here. You know, yeah, both of them are like, they're not pushing for moves. Maybe they're both okay to be here. You can't be going into a season where your two goalkeepers don't actually really want to be here. You can't be doing that, man. You can't. Diogo Costa has already said yes to Manchester City, who intend to maintain pressure alongside his agent George Mendes in order to finalise a transfer. City hope to conclude it, a deal below 60 million. That's from Sacha Tavolieri. And that's obviously a thing that a lot of people are speaking about. George Mendes is the agent of Diogo Costa. We seem to sign a lot of players that are under the agency of George Mendes. I have got a question for you, yeah? And we'll come on to Trafford in a sec, right? But this is the sort of the question. We obviously all know about City's homegrown situation, whereby we might not necessarily need homegrown players, but we need to get rid of non-homegrown players. And a way to obviously make it a little bit easier would to be try and get Tino Livramento from Newcastle. However, that appears to be proving quite difficult because of the fee and the fact Newcastle don't want to sell for obvious reasons. Do you think that City maybe wanted Costa, but because of the homegrown situation and the difficulty in getting Tino Livramento, they maybe are looking at Trafford to go, you know what, we do like Trafford, and maybe we want Costa more, but if we get Trafford, it also helps us with the homegrown situation. It just gives you, and having a number one goalkeeper who's homegrown, you know, and then you get your third choice goalkeeper in Bettinelli who's homegrown. It's a bit of a cheat code. I just wonder if City thought maybe they could get Tino from Newcastle, and they thought, like, Costa for goalkeeper, Livramento for right back, but now they're thinking that Livramento might be tricky. They're sitting there scratching the reds. Don't want Gibbs White. Can't get Tino Livramento. Don't really need Adam Wharton yet this year. Maybe next year when Bernardo goes. We need English players. Well, you're not going to get Mark Guehi because he ain't going to sit on the bench behind Gavadio. You're probably not going to get Branthwaite for exactly the same reasons. You're going to need to sign somebody. And I just wonder if the club have gone, you know what? We'll go for Trafford because otherwise we could end up being cooked. Where's the Trafford links? We've not really had that many, bro. We've not really had any, I don't think. I'll check it in a minute. But James Trafford did speak about City when he went on that podcast. And I say it again. there was major links with Trafford and Newcastle about a month ago, and then it all died, and they said it was due to finances and that. But then all of a sudden, I don't know. Wait, that's not the right one. Manchester City have a buyback clause in the contract of Burnley goalkeeper James Trafford, worth over 40 million. Sources have played down the possibility of that being an issue for Newcastle United, who expect to sign the 22-year-old. So Craig Hope, he's the Newcastle correspondent, and I can't lie. I just don't. Like, why is it not done? Why is it not done? Why have they not signed him? Why have they not signed him? Because they was in talks. Do you not remember? Do you not remember, chat? I'm pretty sure we brought it up. I'm pretty sure we read the article, and it was like they basically said, "Oh, Newcastle have pulled out of the James Trafford deal because it's too expensive or something." And I was like, "What? That's a bit weird." James Trafford shares cryptic post amid ongoing Newcastle links. Let's have a look at this. The 22-year-old, yeah. Trafford is keen to make the move to St James's Park. Personal terms won't be an issue, but as yet, the two clubs have failed to come to an agreement over a fee. Okay. Many Trafford's cryptic post. Overnight, Burnley's number one keeper posted a message to social media, got both Burnley and Newcastle fans talking. He uploaded an image on Instagram stories about 9:30 p.m. on Thursday of a photo inside the gym with the caption, "On a mission." Interesting. What has Trafford previously said about his future? Here we go. I don't know. Can you guys see this? Should I zoom in a bit? Let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see it properly. Look at this. He told former goalkeeper Ben Foster on his podcast podcast. Fucking hell. In the summer, I think people knew I wanted to move. The club that I was close to go in, it was a good fit for me. It was brilliant for me. I believed in it. I wanted to move, not just because I didn't want to play in the Championship. I've had no shame in playing the Championship. I have no ego to think I'm better than the Championship. You only prove something by performing and showing people. Where was it about City? He mentioned City. Let me see if I can bring up the City thing, lads. Let me see if I can bring up the City thing. He spoke about City, James Trafford, Man City. Let's have a look. Someone try and find it. Bro, Twitter's so shit, man. Yeah, where is it? I typed in James Trafford, Man City. Why is it not just giving me the quote, man? Someone tag me in it. But basically, he was like, yeah, I have a dream of, or I want to play for City or something in the future. So, you know. Also, that article, yeah, said, that article says Newcastle are struggling to agree a fee with Burnley. Well, what are Burnley asking for? You would have thought Newcastle have dollar. Yeah, you would have thought Newcastle have dollar, man. Do you know what I mean? It's a madness. Yes. DMs. What DMs, bro? DMs of what? WhatsApp DMs on, huh? Which DMs? Oh. Yes, lad. Big up. Big up MTFC, lads. W lads in the chat. W lads in the chat, man. Maybe pause. I don't know. James Trafford are leaving City in 2023. When the opportunity came to play in the Premier League, play for Burnley, I wanted to go. I wanted to become Man City's number one. I believed I could be, but I needed to improve myself and get better. They knew I wanted to move, and they knew it was good for us. So he wants to be number one, man. He wants to be number one. He wants to be City's number one. But are City going to risk it? Are City going to risk it, man? Has anyone watched him last year? Apparently, he was really good last year. Apparently, he was really good last year, you know. We wouldn't have had dollar if we bought Ekatike. It's changing all the time, says Steve. Surely Newcastle, yeah. Burnley want 40 mil. Surely Newcastle have 40 mil plus 80 million euros to sign both of them. Surely they do. Newcastle want him for less than 30 million. Don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like, surely they know they're not getting him for less than 30 million. Oh, Luke, let me know if you want the link as well, bro. Message me on WhatsApp if you want the link. It's a huge gamble. Bro, it's a huge gamble. It is definitely a huge gamble. It is definitely a huge gamble if you get James Trafford. It is. But it's a gamble if you get Costa. It's a gamble if you get Costa. You know what I mean? It's a gamble for everyone, man. Everybody's a gamble. He bulked up and become more commanding, what he struggled with in the Prem. That's my main concern with him. That's my main concern is the week. You know what? He reminded me very much of David De Gea when he first went to United. When David De Gea first went to United, yeah, some of the younger people might not remember because this was fucking. When would this have been? Like 2009 or something? 2010? When David De Gea went to United right at the start of his career, he was awful, man. He was getting physically cooked. And actually, when teams had corners against United, they used to just fucking run at David De Gea. They used to target him. Now, eventually, he bulked up a little bit and become a pretty good goalkeeper, to be fair. And they stopped doing it. And Trafford reminded me of that a lot 2 years ago. Now, again, I've not seen Trafford last year, but if he's bulked up, that would give me a little bit more confidence, but I would still be nervous. But as I've said, lads, to be honest with you, I think I'd be nervous with any goalkeeper we sign. I think I'd be nervous with any goalkeeper. I'm not talking about height, yeah, also pause. I'm talking about fucking physicality, mate, pure muscle. Like, being able to come for I remember a game that he played in the Premier League for Burnley, and he come for a cross, and he just looked like a kid. With all due respect, he just looked like a kid. He was come out, he jumped in the air, and he couldn't compete physically. And you've got to be able to cut. Now, you know, is Ederson massive at that? Probably not, to be fair. But the fact you need somebody to be able to come and like command the box a little bit for me. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I've not I didn't watch him last year. But I have been told by a couple of people, yeah. I have been told by a couple of people that he was decent last year, that he was very, very good. 29 clean sheets in 45 games last year, chat. It's pretty mad. It's pretty mad, mate. Crazy. LB, would you be nervous if this Ederson starts? Oh, I've said it's gamble to keep Ederson. Of course it is. The way Ederson was playing last year and the way he's played in the Club World Cup, don't get it twisted. Yeah, if you keep Ederson, it's a gamble as well. It is. Alan says Costa all the way. Madness. Rumours we want the Lille keeper. I've not seen that. I will search it in a minute, though. LB Costa is currently a top 3 goalkeeper in the world. There's a reason he has a £60 million price tag. You know football, but you're way off on this one. I'm not way off. I'm just giving you the factual information that I've seen. Factually, I've watched Costa 3 times. Yeah. Factually, in 2 of those games, he was at fault for goals. In the other game, he was actually mint and made some big saves. That's the facts. I'm not saying he's shit. I'm not against signing him. I'm just saying he scares me because of what I've seen. If you've seen more of him, and maybe I've just got mad unlucky with the 3 games that I've watched. Well, 2 of them, because one of them he was decent. But against United last year, he was awful. And then in one of the Nations League games, he was trash. In the other Nations League game, he was good. Is that Costa guy agent? Why is he defending him? Says John. Yeah. He's the agent. I can't remember what his name is. Cy Bomber. What's this Cy Bomber? Yo, Cy, what are you saying? What's the bomber, lad? Sacha retweeted that we're negotiating with Newcastle for Livramento for 68 million quid. If it's 68 million quid, then it gets done, lad. You know what I mean? If we got Livramento on Trafford, that'd be a homegrown problem sorted. But are they good enough? I think Tino is. Trafford's a gamble, man. But it's a gamble for any, innit? It is a gamble. Let me have some more of these chats. I smashed these likes up as well. MCFC lads is coming on. Let me go through some of these super chats, man. Big up to Benj. Says we're getting Cherky 10 long or short sleeve. It'll be short sleeve. I don't know, man. I don't know whether to gamble or not. I don't know whether to gamble. I don't know. I might just fucking gamble it. Did you see that tweet as well today that said Cherky's number, Ait Nori, and Reinders, all their numbers have been taken off the Man City site, the website. City have took the numbers off the website. Everybody else is still there. So I'm like, ooh. I might send it. But someone said that they might not do it. Someone said if you go to the City shop and ask for Cherky 10, they'll say nah, because he's not number 10. But surely if I say I'm paying you to put 10 on the shirt, like, I'll take full responsibility. I'll take full responsibility in that. But we'll see. Because if I get 10 and he doesn't get number 10, then I'm going to be cooked in it. I'll be rinsed. But these are the gambles that we have to take in life, chat. Sometimes you have to just take a step into the unknown, you know? Or we could just wait 2 weeks. You know, big up Benj as well. Big up for becoming a member, bro. Appreciate it. Big up, lad. Honestly, appreciate that. Big up to Second City State. It says, LB, what are your expectations for next season? Premier League is a must. At the moment, I think we'll probably come second. As my, I don't know, man. I don't know. That Al Hilal game's cooked me, to be honest. I was proper confident, man, going into the season before that Al Hilal game, and it just rinsed me. I think we'll come first or second. I don't think we'll come less than second. Champions League, I don't see it. And then domestic cups, yeah, I reckon we might pick up a domestic cup. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not that mad confident on the Premier League, but I think we'll come first or second. Champions League, I ain't really that confident. Domestic cup, I reckon we can do a domestic cup. I want to win the Carabao Cup, man. I want the Carabao Cup. Yeah, big up though. Big up Trey says, yo LB, I ordered the black away kit, long sleeve, Haaland 9. Come on. Big up, bro. Long sleeve, yeah. I don't think I've ever had a long sleeve City kit, you know. I don't think I've ever had one. I think I've only ever had short ones. But yeah, big up, bro. Let me just finish off these chats and then we'll bring lads on. Big up Blue Virus for 14 months. Come on, man. Big up for the support. Says, big up LB. 3 million is a joke for Ederson. 10 million minimum. Lucas Chevalier is the one for me. Get Trafford as well. Probably the same price as Costa. Yeah, I think Trafford's going to be like 40 mil by the sound of the buyback, and Costa's going to be about, I reckon you might be able to get Costa for like 55 million euros, which is probably about 44. So it's pretty much the same, like you say. But yeah, I've not seen too many links with Chevalier, bro. But that's the name that everyone says. Well, not everyone, but most people. Big up Jordan again. Big up for the sport, man. Says, there is a reason Newcastle want Trafford. If we get him, we will not only be improving ourselves, but also weakening a rival, says Jordan with a 5. Yeah, but why have Newcastle not signed him yet? Do you know what I mean? If Newcastle wanted this guy, they obviously need a new goalkeeper because Pope's not really that good enough. Why have they not just signed him? Why are they still haggling over price? Surely they would have just got the deal done. So have City told Trafford to hang fire and say, wait a minute, you know? I don't know, man. It's weird, isn't it? We'll see. But I do think, yeah, if this Ederson story is legit, then for me, I do think that probably we'll start getting some incoming news on the goalkeeper in the next couple of days, to be honest with you. Like, we're not going to be waiting forever, are we? Big up to MCFC says, did you see Damasio and Nico Shura say Newcastle wants Savona to replace Tino? Well, I don't know if they said to replace Tino. I think they said they want him to play centre-back. However, do you guys not just think that's a little bit of a coincidence? That City are being linked with Tino Livramento, and now they're being linked with Savona, who plays right-back. He's played 30 games as a centre-back. And now they're saying, oh, no, Savona's going to be his third-choice centre-back. Maybe it is. Seems a little bit sus and a little bit coincidence to me that we're trying to sign a right-back, and now they're trying to sign a right-back, but they're just going to say there's going to be a centre-back. Oh, apparently they said to replace Tino, says Josh. Nah, I'm with perspective. I thought they said centre-back, bro. Tell the shop your last name is Cherky. Oui. Mi nombre is Cherky. You know what I mean? Come on. Big up Huang, man, says, hey, LB, can I come on your stream when you're next available next? Ederson has been mint, but I feel it's time for a new goalkeeper, likely to be Costa. Yeah, bro. I think it's probably going to be Costa. I think it is probably time for a new goalkeeper. And, yeah, I'm going to do a stream, man. A couple of people want to come on the channel who've not been on before, so I might get like a new panel going, get some new guys on. But yeah, big up for the 5, man. I will message you. I don't know when, bro. It's probably not going for a couple of weeks, but we'll sort it, man. We'll sort it. But hello, lads. It's back from the US of A, bro.
How are we, mate?
Oh, I've not got my headphones on like a fucking idiot.
You hear me?
Yo, lads, it's back from the US of A, bro. Hey, what's going on, man?
No headphone hair for you there, isn't there, mate? You'd struggle to get that nowadays.
Nah. Yeah, there is actually like, you see that.
No way.
It cannot be escaped. It just doesn't fucking go, bro. Yo, what's going on, man? How was the US? I've spoken to you since I've been. I was watching the airport, innit? But
briefly, yeah. No, it was good to be fair. It was actually mad. Yeah, it was stinky going out to LLL, but it's still good.
Yeah.
We ended up beating Las Vegas by $43, mate. So you know,
I'm
pretty much retired now, mate.
Yeah. Oh, that's a madness. What strand did you get? Did you go to any of the?
Oh, mate, there's a place called Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Yeah, Chipotle.
Why you got a Chipotle for?
Went there quite a bit. It's nice, that, to be fair. A pizza place called Blaze Pizza. Yeah, cooked a little bit of our own stuff, mate. But yeah, New York's too expensive though for me. I was just running in 5 guys getting the free nuts, mate. That was the method.
Yeah, I get the free nuts. No,
that's the one.
You was there for time, innit?
Yeah. So
did you book a return flight or no?
Yeah. So we were there a month. Obviously, we were planning on just being away anyway. So we had a few different places where City weren't even playing books. Like we were in like Washington. We had like we built in the games, obviously. So at the end, obviously, City would have been in New York if we hadn't stank it up. So we just sacked off the bit of New York that we had like booked, cancelled that, and then just went to Vegas at the end. But flew back basically the day after the final because that's when the flight was booked.
Yeah. Are you going Palmero?
Nah, I'm not. It's a bit spenny that for a friendly for me. I'm going to save it for the Champions League games.
Yeah. All right, cool. Big up second City safe, man. We'll sort Luke out. What do you say about this goalkeeper situation, man? Have you I don't know if you well, you probably have kept up to date with it.
Yeah.
What have you made of all this? Because all this news is coming out from Turkey, but like we're getting very little from the UK journals. Do you think that this is legit? Do you think Ederson?
I think they're all on holiday, mate. That's the thing. They're all on holiday, and normally, like when there's not much news, they'll just bullshit some stuff out from ages ago, or like just make some up. I think that's the way I think it works, anyway. Sort of. Or jump on a bit of a lead or whatever. But I think they're just keeping everything, and then there'll just be a day or so in a few weeks where everything just spills out. But I think the Turkish stuff could be nonsense, to be fair. I think it could be nonsense. I've not seen it anywhere else. That's the problem.
I don't know, man. I just think that, like, bro, there's so many out there that like these journalists are
saying. Some of it could be true, but I think maybe it's just them trying to, because that'll be a mad signing if they get Ederson. Do you know what I mean?
I know. I think Ederson's head's not in it now. I think he wants to go. Yeah, I think basically, yeah. This is my sort of like theory, right? Is I think that obviously he got offered the Saudi move last year, and I think that cooked him, especially after what happened with the Ortega save, and like I think he felt a little bit disrespected and that. And then obviously that deal didn't go through, and I just don't think his head's been in it. And then he was after the Club World Cup. And the mistakes, and then obviously I don't know if you've seen it online. Obviously, he was in America. I don't know how much he was on Twitter, but like he got fucking rinsed on Twitter. And I just think he probably thought to himself, "Nah, it's time to go." And someone said to me in the chat, I think they're from Saudi or like they're from the Middle East, so they know a lot about the league. But they said, "LB, I don't think he's going to go Saudi because a lot of the Saudi teams don't actually need goalkeepers anymore." So I was like, "Oh shit, really?" This is some guy said it in the chat. I can't remember who it was. And now Galatasaray, who have come into loads of money, and I don't know how they've come into loads of money, but they have come into a load of money. They're now suddenly interested in him. It just seems all too convenient. And then you get the news from Fabrizio last week that Napoli made an offer to him, but it couldn't be done for whatever reason. it just stinks of like, yeah, he's just agreed to go Galatasaray. And someone said as well, yeah, that the goalkeeping coach at Galatasaray is like Brazilian or something, and he knows him from somewhere or some shit like that.
Yeah,
And like, you
that could
connect the
happen.
dots, and it's 2 + 2 equals 5 type shit. Yeah, but I don't know. I just think it's happening, bro. And then and you've not had any UK journalists come and shut it down. Yeah, you remember Luis Diaz last year when he was linked with City? 15 minutes later, City shut it down. Nico Gonzalez 2 weeks ago, he's going to leave Manchester City. 15 minutes, an hour later, City journal shut it down. Nico O'Reilly last week, he's going to leave Manchester City. An hour later, City shut it down. Why have City not shut this one down?
Yeah,
they could City now could easily just go out to like a journalist and just say, put this story out that he's not going anywhere. But they've not.
Yeah, that's true.
They've done it for everyone else. And that's why I think it probably is going to happen. But who would you want to replace him?
It's a tough one because, like you said, Trafford's a big gamble, but if it comes off, you've got to keep it for 10 years there. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, mate, if the stats on Trafford are ridiculous. I know it was a championship, but last season, he had 29 clean sheets. And the 15 games he conceded in, not one of them was 2 goals. Every single one of them was 1 goal. How ridiculous is that? So, yeah, he's not only really good with his feet, but he's just ridiculous as a keeper as well, which is exactly what we want. But how old is he? 22 or something? It is whether you want to take a gamble on him. And if it goes wrong, it's a big risk. You've already spent big money on him. But, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be against Trafford personally.
Do you not think Costa's a gamble, though, as well?
Yeah. I don't know enough about him though. Like I was hearing you say you only watched him like 3 times, whatever. I don't even know if I've watched him more than once, to be honest. So
did you watch him against United?
I watched the one of his ones, like a national game. I can't remember which one, but yeah, I'm not too sure about him. I don't know enough about him. Some people gas him up, some people say he stinks. So I suppose that's a risk, like I said.
But there's not many other goalkeepers out there. Like people are talking about Chevalier. Yeah, obviously Donnarumma might be available. He's only got a year left on his contract, but we ain't going to get Donnarumma. Pep ain't going to go for a player like that who's just nowhere near good enough on. I'd do it because for me, I think PSG have proven to me that you don't need a player to be able to play out from the back as much.
Well, he saved them countless times, mate. At the end of the day, he makes up for whatever he loses by pulling mad saves out of the bag. But yeah, I was listening to Joe Hart, what Joe Hart was saying on this interview today, and he was saying basically that Pep is just very adamant on a certain type of goalkeeper. And he said he won't take anyone that's basically not 10 out of 10 with their feet, even if they, want to try and learn and build into that, which is why, we've had Ederson so long.
And that's why we're not going to get Donnarumma. So for me, it comes down to probably Costa, Trafford, or maybe Chevalier. But I don't think, and not the thing is, it's like I said this on the stream the other day, like when it's a goalkeeper, how many people watch football matches and like focus on a goalkeeper to come out with a conclusion like, oh yeah, I back him. When I'm watching a football match, I might go, oh, let me keep an eye on this midfielder, or let me keep an eye on this winger or something. So then, like, that's maybe not even a City player, and I can sort of like understand what they're about. No one does that with goalkeepers. I'm not watching a fucking like, PSG versus some random team in League One and go, oh, let me focus on this goal. I'm not doing that, man.
You've got to look at a season. You've got to look across a season and go, what did he do? Do you know what I mean? But then that's why it's hard because you're looking at some sort of like montage of his best bits.
But then montages,
also,
you can make anyone
these people saying, the 40 mil for Trafford.
The buyback clause.
It's not even really 40 mil because we've already got 15. So it's like 25 mil. See, it's easy to say it's 40. But when you think if you sold them for 15, like if I bought them headphones off you for 20 quid and then you bought them back off me for 40, you've only spent 20 quid on them, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're doing. Yeah. I hear.
It is 40 million, yeah, but we sold him for 15. So we basically sent him out to get him 3 years experience or whatever, and then bought him back for 25. Do you know what I mean? We basically paid for him to get that experience, if you want to see it like that. That guy met me at the Coca-Cola factory. No way.
What guy?
No way. Stubbsy in the chat. That's mad.
No way. You went to the Coca-Cola factory.
Yeah, mate. It was weird. It was weird. They had like every flavour of Coca-Cola available, like all different stuff. It was mad. But it was on the day of the game, I think, and it was just full of City fans. It was just only City fans there. We just took over. But yeah, it was mad.
Took over the Coca-Cola.
Yeah, we did, mate. We fully did. We fully did, mate. There's no Pepsi fans there at the end of it.
That's funny, that is. Can't lie. The buyback is for us is 30 million. Other teams will need to pay 40 due to the sell-on clause, says Ed. So it's actually less than 40. It's 30 million. It's 30 million or 35, not 40. It's double the price, not more than 20 for Trafford. Trafford will be generally 10 times coster in a year, says Thunder. Yeah, I don't know. I would say though, do you agree that like we should start seeing some news on a goalkeeper incoming in the next couple of days? Because if this Ederson story is true, and again we don't know if it is true, but if it is true, which I do think it is, then realistically, City are obviously in the market for a goalkeeper, and you would expect in the next couple of days news to start filtering through about potential. So and let's be honest. Yeah, it's not fucking hard, is it, as a journalist? It's pretty much going to be Trafford or Costa, probably. So you just need to fucking, focus your energy there as a journalist. I think, bro, I don't know what you think. In the next couple of days, yeah, maybe not the weekend, maybe Monday or Tuesday, I reckon we'll start getting news on this.
Yeah, I can see it, but I suppose if there's news, it's only going to come sort of after the Ederson thing's confirmed. Because if it's not, like, we're not going to buy a keeper until Ederson's definitely gone. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not like it's the same with any position, really. If someone's on the way out, you're going to wait for the door to shut before you actually. I know there'll be plans cooking behind the scenes, but then you're not really going to hear them until he's actually done. Do you know what I mean?
You might hear some rumours though, bro.
You might hear a few bits, but nothing may. You're not going to be like getting him, if you know what I mean, until way after he's gone.
Yeah. We bought Ederson at 23 when he was exactly the same state as Trafford, says Thunder.
Yeah.
Well, I think he was a little bit further ahead. How long had he been at Benfica for? When we signed him.
Yeah. I think he was playing for Brazil under 23 and he was at Benfica, obviously. He
played 74 games so he played 2 seasons, I think, at Benfica in the top league. So I'd say he was probably slightly ahead of Trafford. In my opinion, he was probably slightly ahead of Trafford in his development because he'd already played 2 years at, and he played Champions League.
You know what's insane about Trafford? What's insane that they said on that podcast. So most goalkeepers, like, they're just goalkeepers the whole life, aren't they? Realistically, He was scouted as a midfielder. He was scouted as a midfielder, and then when he was kind of being let go, he turned up to one of like the exit trial type things, and the keeper was injured or ill or something, and he was like, "I'll have a go in net," because he'd been in net in the garden kind of thing, and they were just like, "This guy's mad in net," and he just got kept because he was a keeper. How mad is that though? Until he was like 12, he was midfield. So that shows how good he's going to be with his feet.
Yeah, on the ball. Yeah. It's just for me, bro. It's just the physicality that I'm worried about because that's what worried me when I saw him 2 years ago at Burnley. Yeah, I've seen him make saves. Yeah, I know he can make saves. And let's be honest, like, again, with all due respect, we're not going from like the greatest shot stopper of all time here. So I don't need, I think Trafford will be at the same level or better than Ederson at shot stopping. It's the physicality because that's what worried me a lot. But
he needs to get some Guinness down, doesn't he?
Yeah, he needs to get
Prime Mutton. Get Prime Mutton. Get him on the Prime Mutton plan, and he'll be there, mate.
The Prime Mutton plan. But yeah, he seemed when I've listened to some of the shit that he's been saying or read some of the quote, he seems like he backs himself, and I feel that like after that Premier League season, I think he would have been like, right, I need to like bulk up or get a little bit more physical or like to deal with a certain situation better.
What humbled him was mad at the end of the Prem season. I think it was like the last 5 games he got dropped. Didn't get another minute. He got dropped to the end, and he says on the podcast like that's going to make or break you basically. And then back in the Championship, stayed, and then arguably one of the best players in the Championship last season. And then there he is now back in the Prem. So I think he could definitely move. And if it's not City, then he'll probably be Newcastle.
Yeah. But that's why I think there's something going on, because why haven't Newcastle got this locked up already, bro? What's the reason that you can give me as to why Newcastle haven't already got this deal signed?
Yeah, there's not really a reason, is there? So
unless City got involved, said to Trafford, "Yo, chill. We think Ederson might be leaving, and if he's leaving, you're our number one target."
also,
Then,
obviously with the buyback clause and stuff, there'll be an element of City getting like first refusal. So if Newcastle have slung in, let's say this week a bid, which they probably haven't, but let's say they did, City get a period of time to try and match that because City get first refusal on it. So even if Newcastle did want him, we could still kind of like nick him last minute. But yeah, people saying in the chat Newcastle are broke, but
I don't think
maybe they're weighing up how much money they're going to have. If they do sell like an Isaac up top, they're going to have a lot more cash, aren't they?
Yeah, well, he's been linked to Al Hilal today or something. So yeah, if they do sell him, then they're gonna have no problems whatsoever. Yo, big up Briggsy, man. Is there any other goalkeepers out there that you'd like see City making moves for? Because I look at the market, bro, and I'm like, I'm struggling, mate. I'm struggling to like pull names out.
Yeah,
like, you know, one goalkeeper, and again, chat. I've not seen loads of this guy. I've seen him probably one hand. I could count the matches that I've seen him, but that is he called Javis? No, it's not Javis Simon.
I do know what you mean.
Simon.
Unai Simon.
Unai Simon. I've seen him a couple of times. He's been pretty good when I've watched him.
Is he at Bilbao? Is that the right one?
Yeah, I think so. Or like Sevilla or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I've only seen him a couple of times, so if he's been shit in other games, fairs. But whenever I've watched him, he's looked good. People have talked about this Trubin guy. This Lamens is coming up in the chat quite a bit. Don't know anything about him. It's just a risk in it, bro. I think City fans, we just need to accept that whoever we get as the next goalkeeper is going to be a risk. It just is. You can't get around it. Like it's just, and I guess there's an element of risk to every transfer, right?
Yeah.
But with the goalkeeper, it is because if you get a goalkeeper in and they're not good, you're cooked. A la Claudio Bravo. Yeah, we got Claudio Bravo in and we were done.
God, he was so
the guy
bad.
Couldn't stop anything. Yeah, like literally.
I conceded 4 goals at Goodison Park from 3 shots on target, mate. Do you know what I mean?
That's just like it's just crazy. Like if you get a goalkeeper, like bro, you get a right back this season, and they're not good. You can still win the Premier League. We've proved that before. We've won the league with fucking Zinchenko. We've won the league with Delph. Like respect those players. They actually done a good job. But you get the point I'm making. You can wing it with a right back. You can wing it with a left back. You might be able to wing it in a different area of the pitch. You can't wing it with a goalkeeper. I don't think you can. I think you need a good goalkeeper, mate.
People are saying about the age thing. I think with keepers, you can almost add 5 years to that, the expectation on certain ages. Like when somebody says a keeper's like 30, that's young for a keeper. So 22 is very young for a keeper. And when people are saying about one of the keepers we just mentioned there as being 29, that's still young for a keeper. He's got 7 or 8 years left.
That's why I think this bid that's gone in, if it is true, of €3 million for Ederson. It's just wild, bro. How much is that in actual pounds?
2.5 million pounds.
2.6 million.
So what they've said is here's Haaland's wages until the start of the season, basically. That's basically what they've said.
Just send this to Haaland.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Send this to Haaland. It's like 4 weeks' wages or some nonsense.
We've got to be getting 10, mate, minimum.
I think more. Than that.
I agree. I agree with you, really. I mean, that Mike Maignan guy at AC Milan, fucking hell. AC Milan wanted 8 million for him, and he's only got a year left on his contract. And Ederson's better than him, so we should be getting more than that. I think we should be getting 15 mil for me. But like at the
people
same
asking
time,
about Ortega. People asking about Ortega. I don't think he's number 1 quality.
For me, I remember I tweeted this out probably about a year ago now, or maybe less than about 9 months ago, and I said I don't think he's good enough to be number 1, and I got cooked for it. But I just don't think he is. I think he's dropped off.
Yeah.
I think he dropped off.
Yeah, he played out of it. The way I see it is he's a good goalkeeper, but he played out of his skin when he was called upon. Like that moment against Tottenham, he was eating out on for probably years. So I think he's a good goalkeeper, but I don't think in my eyes he's the perfect number 2. He's good. He fills in. He does a very good job. He's probably the best number 2 we've ever had, but I don't think he's number 1.
I agree. I'm happy to keep him as a number 2. I just don't think he's good enough to be number 1. But the thing is, right? Yeah, and you sort of like touched on it there. Right? When he comes in, he's playing out of his skin. Right? There is a difference between playing week in, week out, week in, week out. Yeah, where you're gonna stand there for 90% of the game and do fuck all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just stand there. And then when you're called upon, you got to do something, or your distribution has to outweigh everything. Like saves wise, like Ederson, you would say Ederson's distribution outweighs the fact that he's not the best at shot stopping or whatever, right? And the concentration of doing that every single game, all season, is different to just coming in and saying, right, you're playing this one game, go and play out your skin, and then he's like locked in for a full 90 minutes, and he's that's fine.
That's why, like, the Trafford thing might make sense, because Burnley got 100 points last season. They were basically what City want to be of the Championship. So as much as it's a low level, like that game against Sunderland, he didn't do anything all game and then saved 2 pens in the last minute. Like, I think he is locked in the whole. He does seem to be able to lock in for those 5-minute spells. So. Yeah, I would like to see if news came out that we were going to get Trafford, I think it would be a huge risk, like you said, and there'd be a lot of pressure on him. But I'd back him.
Yeah, it's interesting. I did a poll. I don't know. Did you see my poll on Twitter?
Now, what was it saying?
I did a poll, yeah, and it was Costa versus Trafford. Who would you want? And let's have a look. Yeah, who would you want to replace Ederson if he leaves, Costa or Trafford? And look how close it was. You should do something like this on yours because you got more followers. It'd be interesting to see like a wider range.
Yeah,
look how close that is, bro. That's close, that, isn't it?
Oof. Yeah, there's not much in that at all.
That is close. So who do we think the options are? Trafford, Costa, Donnarumma. Donnaruma's not an option, is he?
Thing is, even if you put Donnarumma in that poll, it'd just skew it so much because people just be clicking it like mad because they just.
Yeah, it's between Trafford and Costa. Right, chat. I'm gonna do a poll in this chat so you guys can vote on it, see what you guys are saying. But I'm only doing Costa and Trafford because there's no point in doing the others because it's not happening. It's gonna be Trafford or it's gonna be Costa.
Mate, what the hell? Fabrizio exclusive. City considering James Trafford just this second.
What?
Check that.
What?
Literally
no fucking way, bro. You be serious? What?
We've just spoken into existence, mate.
Holy shit! Yo!
No way.
What the fuck?
Crazy.
No way. That's insane, bro. The timing on that's fucking mad. That's wild. Exclusive. Manchester City considering move for James Trafford to return to the club this summer, but only if one of their 2 main goalkeepers leaves. This is followed on the day, by the way, that Turkish media reporting that Ederson is agreed personal terms with Galatasaray. Contacts took place in recent days as Man City have buyback clause. This is why Newcastle deal is not sealed yet. I think my theory's right. I think
the thing I said though as well about the fact that we get kind of refusal as well means that Newcastle might have to just wait and park it up a bit and wait to see what we want. Do you know what I mean? Like there's that element to it as well.
Facts.
But
City have told him, innit? City have told Trafford, they've said, yo, chill, Ederson's leaving, and if Ederson leaves, we're getting you.
And also it's like as much as like we'll probably only get like a certain time for that like refusal kind of thing. Trafford will much prefer coming to City as an option, so it's in his best interest to just chill, like you said. But that's crazy.
I felt there was so much sus going on, you know. When that fucking chat, when did we do that stream recently? Yeah, you must have been in USA, right? We did a stream it must have been about 3 or 4 weeks ago, right? We did a stream, yeah, and we read the article about Newcastle and Trafford. And the article was like from Newcastle Writ or whatever. Yeah, it was from a Newcastle angle. And it was basically saying that like, everything was basically agreed with Trafford, but like, the Newcastle can't agree a deal with Burnley. Like Burnley want like 10 mil too much. And we was reading it and we were like, what? Like, this make no sense. Like, what? That doesn't make no sense. That's what's happened. City have gone to him and said, chill on that deal, yeah, because we legit might fucking be getting rid of Ederson. And if he goes, we're getting him. And he's gone, right. So he's put the brakes on the deal to Newcastle. That's what I think's happened there.
His dream move, though. His dream move is back to City because it'll be so like, it's never going to be easy for a 22-year-old goalkeeper to come back in and play first team, number one goalkeeper football like that for a team like City. But if you're going to do it, you're going to want to do it at a club you've already been at. Do you know what I mean? And he's been at City since he was like 10 or something. So, that is huge, mate.
That's fucking insane. Chat, what are we saying, man? Like, what are we saying about that? Fabrizio Romano saying City are making a move or considering to make a move. I mean, for me, I'm taking this as legit now. I think this will be our new number one goalkeeper coming into next season, James Trafford. And you know what's mad about this as well, bro? He now has a serious opportunity to be number one goalkeeper for England at the World Cup next year.
He does.
Because if he could, and to be fair, he would have had this at Newcastle as well. But if he has a good year now for City, or if he goes Newcastle, he could potentially get that spot of Pickford. 100%.
I think if he just comes to City, I think he's almost in there because unless he drops a stinker season, if he comes to City and drops a 7 out of 10 or more, I think he might get that spot. The only issue is that Pickford just got all those years of kind of experience behind him. That's the only thing that could stop him. That they might just go in the same way. They might just chuck a Maguire or someone in instead of a Branthwaite or something like that. It's difficult. It's difficult. I hope he does. Like I said 5 minutes ago, I'd love to see him sign. But yeah, that is a massive bomber.
So we have a buyback clause of 40 million, but someone said in the chat that doesn't include, like, we have a sell on. So I don't know if that includes, that reduces it.
We get a sell on, which is, I think I know what people are saying here. Hang on. We've got a 20% sell on clause, right? So if we give them 40 million, do we then just get 20 back? Do you know what I mean? 20% back. So maybe people are working out whether we get like a discount almost because we have the clause. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if that's how it works,
I don't think that's how it works, personally.
I don't know if that's how it works, to be honest.
Because if Newcastle they've not made any profit. Well, they have made profit, but we're not going to get chunk of the profit. Is that how it works? Football Manager.
This is how it works on Football Manager, chat. I don't know if that's legit. You know what I mean? Like, is that how it works? I don't know. People are saying that's how it works on Football Manager. I don't know. I don't play Football Manager. I wouldn't fucking know. Nah, this is crazy, man. I can't believe it. This is happening, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
this is happening.
If he goes, if Ederson goes, we've got him.
Fucking hell. I'm nervous, bro. I can't lie. I am nervous about this. I am nervous about this. Like, just because of what I've seen 2 years ago.
Mate, listen to that Ben Foster podcast. I don't think you'll be nervous, mate. He's a cold guy. He's cold.
Do you reckon I can put it on, or do you reckon Ben Foster will?
Well, the thing is, it's on Spotify, not YouTube. That's the only issue. But you could probably skip through it. I reckon you'll be able to skip through. It's not going to get it's not going to get a strike. It's just exclusive to Spotify, I think. He's put clips. They put clips of it out though.
On what?
On YouTube. But the clips they've not got. I've looked through the clips. I was going to send you a link to one of the clips. They don't have clips of that specific bit. It's just him waffling about how he used to be midfielder. I reckon you could skip through it. Yeah,
I might try and find a clip of him speaking about it, man. Let me see if I'll see if I can pull up the tweet in a sec about let's see what people are saying. Let's get some of these super chats in. Guys, smash these likes up as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed to lads as well. Shout out Angus says Liverpool moving mad this summer. I'm worried. They are moving mad, bro. What are you saying about Liverpool just quickly?
I think I just really hope they don't get like a mad striker. If they got Isaac off Newcastle, that'd be game over for me. But I don't think that's happening now, is it? So
that's happening. No.
You've seen Saudi knocking at the door for him.
Yeah,
I don't know why he would want to go to Saudi, but if Newcastle are going to sell him, then that's the dream because they're not giving him to another Premier League club, and they'll still.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, but how much would they offer Isak?
What, Saudi?
$1 million a week. I mean, they give Tony 400 grand a week.
Well, I think the method now is, historically, like you'd get like a Falcao or someone like that, and he'd be 34, and he'd go to China or go to Saudi or whatever, and basically just like retire there. Now you're getting these players. You see John Duran from Aston Villa. He's left
gone
and
already.
just instantly got. He's just taken like 20 mil and then just ran off.
Gabry
So that's
Vega.
what they're doing. They're just like pump and dump, if you want to call it
Gabry
that.
Vega did it. I remember, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, yeah. All these people, yeah, they think they know everything, yeah. But honestly, we don't really know anything, chat, yeah. We've got to humble ourselves a little bit. I remember, yeah, people was telling me, oh, Gabry Vega's ruined his career. He's finished. I said, hang on a minute. He could go Saudi, earn back, secure generational wealth, and then dip in a couple of years and get back in Europe. He'll only be 23. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
Players, yeah. You got to remember, people are very like selfish from like a fan point of view. These players have got short careers, and we were speaking about Nico Riley about this the other day.
Well, do you know what I mean?
They've got families, yeah. They can go Saudi, yeah, get cash, and then they're done, and then they can go back Europe later on. Yeah, you could say, oh, well, they should stay in Europe, LB. What about if he breaks his leg? What about if he breaks his leg? He comes back, he's never the same. What about the guy finished? Yeah, so he could go secure the wealth and then get back in the Premier League, and that's what they're doing, man. I don't have a problem with it. Do what you got to do, innit, at the end of the day. Let me just go through some of these chats. Big up, Matty. It says, for keepers, watch the match highlights of their team. Get to see any saves, but also the goals they concede, highlighting any big weaknesses, says Matty. Or like so you went on the Burnley YouTube channel, for example. Yeah, you could watch like the extended highlights on there, innit? Yeah, I suppose you could. And like I said, I got a couple of mates who watch Burnley, and they've had nothing but praise for him last year. I'm just scarred from the year before, really. That's it. I'm kind of excited about it, though, man. I am. I'm a little bit excited. I'm nervous, but excited because I see the potential, but it's potential. And if, I don't know, man. Big up, Matty. I appreciate it. Shout out Lee. Says Savona is a smoke screen. Newcastle have homegrown rules as well, says Lee. Lee's a Newcastle fan. He comes in every day to remind me we're not getting Liverpool.
LB, you know what Carragher said about Trafford?
What?
Because they were on probably about 3-4 months ago on the overlap. They said to me, what keeper would you be looking at? And I said, oh, maybe someone like James Trafford. And he just went, he won't get you anywhere. He did something like that.
Oh, so you've got
I need to find.
Is he gone
against Liverpool to put us 8-0 up at Anfield, mate? I'll be pulling that clip out.
Yeah, you need to find the clip, man, because if he goes on to be fucking mega, you've cooked him.
Yeah,
you've cooked him, man.
It's so hard to find the clips, but yeah, I'll have a look.
Shout out Manvaji, says expecting at least 8 million for Ederson. It's his last year of contract. We're getting something. By the way, yesterday I was scouting many goalkeepers. I got to know Trafford is best goalkeeper stat-wise in the whole of Europe, says Manvaji. Okay, there you go. I'm not like fully all in on the stats, but I guess you got to take a look at them, haven't you? Big up Manvaji. Big up Jordan again, man. I appreciate the super chats, bro. Says there is a reason most clubs have shot stoppers as the main goalkeeper quality. We are the only main exception. Liverpool, Real Madrid, PSG, Barcelona have had shot stoppers with distribution as a secondary quality. Well, here's the thing about it. Yeah, I've always said, right, and I'll be interested to hear lads' take on this. I've always said, like Ederson, right? Ederson's distribution, in my opinion, is the best in the world. I think he's the best goalkeeper in the world on the ball. I think he's better than Neuer, right? But obviously, shot stopping, yeah, he's not there, is he, right? But I've always said, Premier League, I think that Ederson is fine, and I think you're actually better off with Ederson. But something that I've always said is I do think in cup competitions, I do think that it is skewed more to your Donnarummas, your Courtois, because
100%. It's a moment's game.
It's a moment's game.
Across the season, what do you want? You want Ederson pinging the ball out, getting the ball out quick, making chances, putting the ball over the top. In moments, maybe across a whole tournament, you might get a bit of that, but in one moment, can he make the save? It's like saying in a penalty shootout, you'd rather have some mad guy from League One that just bins penalties all day than have Aguero because it's a penalty shootout. But then in an actual game, obviously Aguero. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah,
I've always said that. So you get someone who's a better shot stopper, and again, I don't know if he's a better shot stopper, Trafford. I don't know. I've not seen him enough. But if he is a better shot stopper, then you might have a little bit more success in knockout competition like the Champions League. And I don't even think that's disputable. You look at PSG last year with Donnarumma. Yeah, some of the saves that he was making, maybe not in the final, but like the semi-final, the quarter-final, and even the round of 16. Some of the saves he was making were unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable. You know what I mean? But you don't really need that as much in a league phase because in the league season, you've got 38 matches. So what you'd rather have the distribution. Obviously, the dream is to get a bit of a hybrid, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you don't want a general, you want the thing is with Ederson, you've got a master of one and not great at the other. Donnarumma, you've got master of one, not great at the other. Is having someone in the middle who isn't a master at either,
it can work very well, but it can also backfire.
We'll find out if that's going to be better than having someone with a master of one trait but not the other, or whether it's not going to be as good. We'll find out.
Remembered on the Trafford thing. I remember watching it, and I know they can't really talk about the legal things, but I don't know what Ben Foster's sidekick's called. I don't know, some guy in there, right? When you watch the podcast, he says, and James, how do you feel about the fact, Man City have got a buyback? And he just kind of goes, yeah, well, and sort of changes the subject. So I know obviously he's not going to talk about that, but it's almost like he almost had it in the back of his mind, like, you got to find them clips later, mate. You got to find them clips later.
He said it. He said it. The clip that the quote that you sent me. He said, "I wanted to be City's number one. I want to be City's number one." I mean, that's I literally showed it on screen before. He's already said that. He said it already.
And then he said as well. There's another one. He said basically he knew he trusts his quality, but he said he just wanted to get stronger and basically build his way up at another club. Because he said that's the only way you can reach them heights and guarantee those heights. So,
yeah. Well, the thing is with the goalkeeper, I don't think you can ever. I don't know, and again, we'll see. But I don't. I think it's extremely rare at a very top club that a goalkeeper comes through the academy and just becomes the number one.
It doesn't happen, does it? Even for Joe Hart, mate. Even for Joe Hart, when we weren't actually that good, he still got pinged out to Birmingham on loan.
Yeah.
You had an unreal goalkeeper there at 19 that went on to be England's number one for however many years. Was good enough. It was good enough to be at City, who turned obviously out to be a top team. Won the league twice with Joe Hart, and even that unbelievable goalkeeper still couldn't start immediately for City. So yeah, it took him some time out on loan. Trafford. Mate, that podcast is mental. Like, the guy, when he was 16, tried to go out on loan. He tried to force a loan deal. So when he was in the under-21s at age 16, City had four good keepers, and he basically was 16. He was like the youngest of the lot, and he said he just knew he wasn't going to get any time in the team. This was like COVID kind of time. He was like he didn't want to play basically, and turns out he did actually, because he was the best one, get quite a few minutes in the under-21s. But he was just ringing up random managers saying, like, non-league managers, I want to come and play 40 games for you. I want to come and play. Curzon Ashton, he tried to go to Curzon Ashton, and he got aired by the manager. So he didn't end up going. But yeah, then he went out on loan to Accrington, Bolton. I think he was at Bolton quite a while, and he put in a shift, mate. He did well in League One, and then obviously ended up at Burnley. And
yeah, because I remember when he was at Bolton a few years ago, man, because that was... Yeah, he was. That must have been.
Got him into the playoffs. He got him into the playoffs.
I always remember seeing the sort of like clips of him on Twitter and that.
Yeah.
Apparently, Extra posted some quotes from him. Let's pull them up. See what he's saying. Oh yeah, here we go. Right, that's weird. Look at this. James Trafford. When I played at Accrington, I told people I'd play for England, play for Man City. The people around me believe in me, and I still, bro. I like, you know what I always say, don't you, chat? I like players who believe in their talent and believe they're good. I don't like hearing players come in and say, "Oh, look at this, is nice, isn't it?" This guy, said, now, is he good enough? MCFC, I don't know if he's good enough. We'll find out. But I like the attitude. Yeah, I back the ego. But will his performances, reflect that? Bro, I don't know. His confidence is good. I love the confidence. I need the players to be confident when we start. I don't want to hear players coming in and be like, "Oh, this is nice." I want players to come in and say, "I'm good enough to be here. I'm fucking better than them players. I'll come in and be the number one starter." But again, I don't know if he's going to be good enough. But I don't know if Costa's going to be good enough. So it's not like I'm out here saying fucking sign him 100%, because I don't know. We'll just have to see. But Fabrizio, for people that are just joining, Fabrizio Romano saying City are looking at activating this buyback clause of around 40 million, which is a bit mad. It's a lot of money, but if it works out, you've got England's number one goalkeeper for the next 15 years. And he's homegrown. And then having a number one goalkeeper and a number 3 goalkeeper as homegrown is a bit of a cheat code in terms of your squad.
You're never going to get rid of him.
You're never going to get rid of him.
You're never going to get rid of.
It basically frees up an extra non-homegrown player in the squad, because Ederson's going and you replace him with a homegrown player. That's not the reason to sign him. You just don't want to sign the player if you think he's good enough, right? But if you think he's good enough, it's an added bonus. Fucking hell, man. I might need to hit up some Burnley fans, man. Some Burnley podcasters and get them on and see what they're saying. And see, because I need to know what he was like last year. Like, hear it from people who watched him like week in, week out. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right, as if that news broke when we was live. That's crazy.
Yeah, do you remember that under 21s Euros? A couple of years ago, he balled out in the penalty shootout, I think.
Yeah, I do.
But it's mad. If you look at that team, I don't know if you can pull that team up. That team was absolutely cracked, mate. England under 21s, 2023, mate. That team is an absolute.
Did it have Sancho in it still?
Nah, it had like Palmer, Rico Lewis, mate. It's a team and a half. Like Delap, like, mate. If you pull up that team,
got it here. Right, look, Gibbs White,
Gordon's, mate. That is some side. That.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, Trafford, Garner. Howard Bellis.
A few pops in there, isn't there? But
pops.
That's a team that.
Yeah, no, that is a decent team to.
Gordon as well. Gibbs White, Curtis Jones, Trafford. Who's on the bench? Palmer as well was in there.
Dead.
Tommy Doyle, Skip, Cameron Archer, Noni Madueke. No way.
Yeah, you got Branthwaite there as well.
Branthwaite. Yeah, that is mad.
He struggles to play for England, even at junior level. Like, he can't get in the team. I don't know why he doesn't get in the team, Branthwaite. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that is weird, mate. But yeah, that team that's only 2 years ago as well. That's 2 years ago. So, yeah, that is mad. But I'd like to see us sign him. I would like to see him.
Bro,
But
you want to see their team?
Go on. Who was it?
Rodri.
Spain?
Is that the Rodri or is that a different Rodri? That's a different Rodri.
Where? Oh, here's Rodri at right wing. Yeah. That's the mate. So yeah, what he did is he scored the winner in the Champions League final, and then he said, you know what, under 21s Euros when I'm 24, 25, I'll go play.
Baina.
Sanchez as well.
Yeah. He's meant to be a baller, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's meant to be a baller. That's
who's on the bench for them. Any good ones on the bench? Gabri Veiga.
Oh yeah, Gabri Veiga. No way. Arno Martinez. He's there. Banabe.
Sergio Gomez. Is Sergio Gomez in that team? Surely not.
Is that our Banabe or different Banabe?
Nah, I don't know if that's the right
one. Banabe is fucking about 30 as well, isn't
he? Yeah.
I've seen him actually. Who did he play? He played tonight. I swear I watched him last year. I think he was playing like Europa League or something. I've seen him. Yeah, I think it's a different Banabe, bro, because Banabe was playing at City like 8 years ago, man. So yeah, he ain't gonna be under 21 or whatever. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, let me run through more of these chats, man. Let me know if you need to dip in it.
Yeah, somebody said, could we use Trafford as a bargaining tool to get Livramento and then take him anyway? Like, it's not monopoly. What does that even mean? Like, as if Newcastle are just going to go, oh, sound, yeah, we'll take him, don't worry.
That's funny, that.
Get him anyway. We can steal him as a first choice pick. What does that even mean?
No, that's funny, that, bro.
Yeah, people tagging you as well, mate. People saying it's over, he's not even a good player. That's just waffle, isn't it?
Is that
on your post? About 5 minutes, to be fair, but yeah, I can hang around a little bit longer.
Is that on your post? People are saying. Have you tweeted it?
Yeah. I tweeted it.
Should we have a look at what the comments are saying? See what people are saying on your post.
Yeah, a few quotes as well.
Okay, let's have a look what people are saying on Twitter. Could we? Oh yeah, that's not one, is it? Yeah, come on. I thought we were for Costa Chevalier. No, that's good news. Ederson leave right now. Bring this guy back. All right, chilling. Few quote tweets. Don't know what that is. He's not good enough to be number one. Extremely good news if we do get him. It eases a bit of homegrown issue and Livramento.
City Extra just tweeted as well, so maybe have a gander at their quotes and comments as well.
Yeah, I will. I smash these likes up, people. Let me go through some of these chats as well. I've been sat here a while. Big up Simon, man. 1 month off 2 years. Appreciate the support. Big up Simon. Says, this would be great news for me and Sir Alan. Yeah, no, Alan's going to be buzzing as well. He's probably not even awake, innit? Because it's probably like fucking like 4 o'clock in the morning in Australia. So he's going to wake up. He's going to be buzzing.
You're going to do a Trafford Centre stream if we get him? A
Trafford Centre stream. That is such a MCFC lads thing, man. Big up Sam with the 3 months. Says Alan going to be knocking one out for weeks if we get Trafford. He always says we're going to get him. Yeah, mad, crazy, bro. He loves him, doesn't he? Big up Sam. Big up Robertinho says Costa his cheek spray. Bring Trafford home. It looks like we probably are, bro. Bring Trafford home. Our next Joe Hart, says Jordan, another fan. Snoopy says, damn, Toon get in there, change snatched again. Chelsea took João Pedro, Poole taking Ekatike. Now was with Trafford, almost feel for him. Almost, says Snoopy. Mish says, Geordies need to understand there's a hierarchy. Fucking hell. Big up to Robo says he is a tall keeper, perfect for corners. Sign him now. He is if he's bulked up a bit. That's my main concern. Is that what did you take from him? Because obviously you must have watched him a bit as well in the Premier League when he was there 2 years ago. My only major concern at the time was he just looks like a boy playing in men's football. You know what I mean? But like that's the question: has he developed that side of his game?
It's a tough one because, like you said, like we're thinking about him playing 2 years ago, and he's come on a long way since then. I watched 1 or 2 of the games in the Championship, just random Friday nights or whatever, and he did look good. But it's hard to, like you say, measure a keeper when you're watching 2 saves that you could watch on a TikTok anyway. So I think it'll be interesting to see how much he actually has come on. But I think he has come on a lot in a year. I think he has come on a lot. And he has proved himself in the Championship. Obviously, he got promoted, but yeah,
mad. All right, Bill to Rustin says Jasper Schendelaar, second keeper. He's a bozo G, but he's young and great with his feet. Would definitely challenge Trafford as a first option. Don't know who that guy is. Never heard of him. However, this guy told me about Alex Baena about 4 years ago or something. So I was like, yo, this guy knows his shit, man. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. He's American, so I don't know if he watches pure like European football or whatever. Unless I've just been coached, but I don't think he would do that. Do you know this guy? Shendon?
I don't know if you just don't. I'm trying to work out if it's one of them bait names.
Nah, it's not. It's not. Rustin knows his shit, man. Rustin knows his shit.
Yeah.
Shendon,
Rustin, when LB forgets in like a month, hit him with one of them bait names, and he's just going to read. He's going to be like massive. He's going to get it done by it, mate. You have that up your sleeve and get him with one.
Yeah, that's fine. I got done like last week or 2 weeks. I can't remember what it was now. Someone done me big time. Man.
Was it on Twitter or nah?
Nah. Fuck the Clippers, man.
Big
up Abdullah. James Trafford is a good number 2, but it remains to be seen if he's Premier League, Champions League caliber keeper to win your games right now. Listen, it's 100%. I don't think anybody can disagree. Whether you're pro Trafford or not, nobody can disagree. I don't think that this is a massive gamble. It is. It's a gamble, isn't it, bro? Like it is. It is a gamble. You know, he played in the Premier League 2 years ago, was bad, got dropped for the last couple of games. He was that bad, right? He's obviously had a good year at Burnley. It's a gamble. It is. Now, time will tell if it works out. Time will tell. It is a massive gamble. And I'm not sitting here saying it's going to work because I have no idea. You know, I'm excited for it in terms of like the curiosity is there. And if it does pay out, the reward is amazing. But that whether you're
what's the worst case scenario? What's the worst case scenario with him?
The worst case scenario is that he comes in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Worst case scenario is that he comes in kind of like rabbit in the headlights type thing, which I don't think is going to happen. And then even then, you could give him another go the year after if Ortega or someone else ends up playing. I don't think there's any scenario where we go, he stinks, let's sell him again. And even if you did, you're going to easily get 20 mil for him back. So you're only going to be at a loss of a handful of millions at that point, given we got money for him to take him to Burnley, if you know what I mean. We got 15 million for him. 15 million. So anything we buy him for, you can just take that straight off anyway.
Yeah, we got
40 million looks big, doesn't it? But it's just not
check
even.
this. Burnley fan in the chat. Yo, big up, man. Says Burnley fan here. Only issue Trafford has is overconfidence, but you guys have dealt with Ederson, so it's an upgrade. Great for England under 21 suit. You guys are signing a baller. Well, if he has overconfidence, one, I like a player to have confidence. He ain't going to be more overconfident than Ederson, because Ederson's the most confident player on the pitch. You know what I mean? The way he takes risks. My main concerns is physicality. However, majority of the games that we play, like, how many corners do we concede against most? Like, it's not that many. But obviously, you know, the team will have free kicks and that. I don't know. So long as he can make a couple saves, yeah, that's cool for me. I just need him to not be making, you know, I'm not talking about height. I'm talking about physicality, you know. I'm not talking about height. I know the guy's a tall goalkeeper. I'm talking about, like, physicalness, like having some muscle going for catching shit and that.
People saying as well that he's 22, but at the end of the day, you look at the age. I mean, I'm 22, but he looks 5 times older than me. Do you know what I mean? And the guy's been out in League One since he was like 17. So he's got years. If you pull up his transfer mark, look how many games he's got under his belt. Yeah, that is unreal, by the way.
That was last year.
You know what the most mad thing is? He didn't once concede more than 1 goal. He's got 29 clean sheets, which means there's 16 games he didn't concede in. He did concede in, and he's only conceded 16 goals. He's literally only ever conceded 1 goal for an entire season. 2 penalties saved. Unreal. 29 clean sheets.
Shall we check his penalty record?
Yeah.
James Trafford penalty record. Transfer marks. Here we go. Penalty statistics. James Trafford. Oh, here we go. Total penalty save 4. 9. Not what's that? What's that on percentages, chat?
That's 45.45%, LB. I'll do it for you, mate.
What?
He's got a 45.45% save ratio, mate.
So he saves nearly 1 in 2?
Nearly, exactly, yeah. That is mental.
Nah, surely that would mean it would be equal, no?
Yeah, but it's 4 out of 9, isn't it?
Nah. He's conceded 9.
Oh, he's conceded 9.
He's conceded 9 and
he's
saved
got 4 in 13 then. He's got 4 in 13. It's like 32%, something like that.
32?
Yeah, 32.
Should we check Ederson's? Ederson's penalty. Just for comparison, not for slander purposes.
31 it is. Quick
31%. So he's got 30%. Yeah, call it 30%. He's got 30%. Yeah, he's got 30% save record. Yeah. Ederson's, he saved 6.
Oh, he's got 10%. He's got 10%.
Bro.
But what I'll say is what's the XG on a penalty?
0.8, I think.
You're right, and yeah, I think it's 0.8. And you've got to remember, people sky him as well. I think as a general stat, 10% of penalties get saved, which means Ederson is bang average at saving penalties. He gets exactly what you're expecting. Trafford, it's a small amount of data, but he's getting 3 times that.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Which is mad.
I do that as prop for Trafford, not a slander for Ederson, by the way, chat.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 30%. That's good, man. I can't lie. Because I'm not going to lie, whenever an opposition gets a penalty against us, I'm just like, yeah, it's cool.
The one thing I'd say, though, is that Trafford's only had a few pens against him and a couple of shootouts he's had. You're probably more likely to save one in a shootout because there's a few, like, wash guys taking him at the end in it. But
yeah, and then you can argue about
there's a few things you could kind of cherry pick and say and pick at, but nitpick.
It's good data. It's good to look at off the top of like the rip, innit? If you don't
just like look at how he's done up to now, kind of thing. Yeah.
Nah, it's a madness. Yeah, big up the Burnley fan again. Says only issue I see is he might struggle in the Premier's corners. He get bullied on corners. That's what I'm saying. But people keep on saying, "Oh, well, he's 6'6". That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about physicality. Just because you're tall doesn't mean you're physical. You're not seeing those fucking massive guys who are like 6'8", who are proper skinny. I'm talking about having some fucking muscle on you. So when you're coming out for a corner, a jump, you know, and you clashing with someone, you're taking them out, not them taking you out. But I just don't see. I don't see how he had that season 2 years ago and then wouldn't have just like got in the gym a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, like Donnarumma takes people out though, innit? Donnarumma's fucking massive.
And he used to be well skinny, Donnarumma, as well when he was younger, and he's now
Yeah,
really beefed out.
And he has bulked up a little bit, and you know he takes people out. Nah, I don't think it includes shootouts, Al. I don't think it includes shootout. That data doesn't.
Oh, does it not? If it doesn't, then that's huge.
Nah, I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure that doesn't include penalty shootouts. I'm pretty sure it's just legit pens. Right, do you need a dip, bro?
Yeah, I'm going to jump off, but good to be on, mate.
Up,
I'll get on at some point soon.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up for coming on.
Nice
Make sure you guys are following, man. MCFC lads, YouTube and that.
Yeah, new podcast as well. We're getting out.
New podcast. Get on that. Get on that. Come on, man.
Nice
big up, bro. Big up, bro.
Catch you in a bit, mate.
Yeah, smash these likes up, people, if you've not done so. If you have just joined the show, we are live because Fabrizio Romano, obviously, we'll start at the beginning of the timeline. We went live just to have a bit of a chat about Ederson because there's been a lot of news today coming out on social media from Turkey that says Ederson has agreed personal terms with Galatasaray and that a bid has been made from Galatasaray to Manchester City for €3 million, which is about 2.6 million quid. So we come live just to have a bit of a general chat about that. Nothing deep. We're just talking about it. And then when we was live with MCFC lads, Fabrizio Romano has put out a tweet to say an exclusive news that Manchester City are looking at James Trafford as a potential replacement for, well, he just said Ederson or Ortega. But again, I spoke about a little bit about this. If Ortega leaves and we get Trafford, do you think Trafford's going to come sit on a bench? I don't personally think he will. So I think Ederson is going to go. And there's too much smoke without fire. Too much smoke without fire. I'll come to DSK tweet in a sec, boys. I'll come to it in a second. But yeah, keep your comments coming in, man. LB, wish me luck. I got a 7-hour drive to Nashville. Mad. At least you got some nice chicken when you get there, innit? Let me have a look at some of these more comments. Big up to Echo. I will come to this DSK tweet again in a sec. There are levels to this. Oil money shit tune. Tune will learn. I was just hating on Newcastle for some reason. Big up for the two, bro. Big up, Jordan. Big up, man. I appreciate the support. Lad. Big up. Says a year is a long time in football. The amount of development he will gain in being the stable number one for Burnley will be huge. I agree with that. I agree. It's how much has he learned. Listen, I hope it works if you do, because if you get him in, yeah, you've got England's number one. And I do think there's not that many like prestige things anymore in football because it's all been watered down. Do you know what I mean? But I do think having England's number one goalkeeper is a bit prestigious. So if you could get him in as England's number one, I think that'd be mint. But listen, you've got to prove it to us when he joins, man. It's a big gamble. It is a big gamble. But what I don't think we should be doing is sitting here and acting like other goalkeepers wouldn't be gambles, because Costa's a gamble. Listen, probably less of a gamble, right? He plays for Portugal. Yeah, he plays for fucking Porto or whatever. Yeah. You know, he's been playing there for a long time, but it probably is still a gamble. Yeah. It's going to be a gamble. Every play's a gamble. Facts, Ruben Diaz. Every play's a gamble, but this is a massive one. But the reward would be huge. But there's no guarantee you get the reward. You could get Claudio Bravo regen. I hope it works, man. Oh, I really do. Big up Joseph says, my one question, will he actually die for a pen? Well, I just brought up the stats. There you go. You just seen for yourself, Joseph. Yes, is the answer. Fraud Daddy says, the lad's 92 kg LB. I don't know what that means. I work on pound metrics. Yeah, pound. I don't do the kgs. I do the pounds because I grew up on YouTube, and YouTube's American, and Americans use pounds. So I have no idea what 92 kg is. Sorry. Is that heavy? I don't know. If we sign Trafford, this will also be a huge day for the academy. For the players we sell on include buyback clause. It will show. You know what? I was going to say that as well. I was actually legit going to say that. I think as well, if we get him in and it works, I think it shows. Because you know what? Sometimes I get told all the time in the chat. And to be fair, these people who say this are not necessarily wrong. Yeah, I just think that they're too closed off to it. But I get it all the time in the chat. I always get told in the chat, yeah, LB, if this player gets loaned, he's finished. If this player gets sold, he's finished. I don't fully believe it. I understand why they say it, but I just think that they've not been good enough when they go, or we've not needed to buy them back. If we sell him, well, we have sold him. We've sold. If we buy him back, I do think that will then when we go on and sell players in the future, I do think people will be more open to saying, right, well, if he goes on and cooks, we'll bring him back. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think the Pogba thing for me, I think Pogba for me just got everybody like, no, you can't buy back players who you've sold. Because obviously United spent 100 million quid on Pogba. And then, I don't know if he flopped. He wasn't too bad, to be fair, but it didn't work out as they wanted. And I think that scarred everybody. So I think, if we got him back and it worked, I think that'd be pretty decent. I think that'd change people's mindset and perceptions on future sales and future loans. But like I say, there's no guarantees in life. The guy could be a trash. We'll see. I hope he works, man. I really do. I think it'd be mint to have it. I loved it when we had Joe Hart, man. Joe Hart was a vibe, you know what I mean? Joe Hart do the Poznan. Joe Hart do the Poznan. Nah. It was class, man. You know what I mean? It was a proper sick vibe over there in the South Stand, man. But it would be good to have an English number one. But I don't just want to sign him because he'd come through our academy. I don't just want to sign him because he's English. I don't just want to sign him because we might have him. I want to sign him because he's good enough. Now, obviously, you'd imagine City think he's good enough if they're going to go spend the money on him, but I don't know, man. It's a weird one. Yo, big up Martin as well. Come on, 9 months says, let's go. All right, come on, man. Big up to you. I ring Alan. He'll be buzzing. He'll probably be asleep, but he will be buzzing, 100%. Big up Chelsea Blue says, oi, peasants pay tax on time to your world champions. Get out of here, man. We were world champions 2 years ago. Yeah, so have some respect. Yeah, we was once the world champions. We might not be anymore. But listen, we had the better badge. Your badge is shit, mate. Yeah, you see that badge? That World Cup badge is hanging. Yeah, you've been stitched up big time. Bro. He is 6'6", 198 pounds. Do not worry about him building muscle. Guy needs to be aggressive and physical. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. 100%. Stats, Trafford's 84. Yeah, that's decent, man. Hey, lad, thing that's concerned me in the Prem 23-24, he fixed everything except physicality, which is still an issue. That's it. And experience. Give the lanky lad a year in the Prem. Will marinate. Says KLV with a mad picture. Based on City spending, we don't know their strategy. Still think Viana needs time to understand. We want the real deal, not project players. This is the thing. And you know what? Well, I have. I don't know about you. I don't want to speak for you, but I've come to the opinion that Viana is very much more willing to take a risk on a younger player than maybe Tiki was. I think Tiki was more on the sort of like 23 and over, 24 and over, which cool. It worked for a long time. I think Viana obviously is different. He's a different sporting director. He's going to have his own little thing. But for me, this would be the biggest risk Viana takes at Manchester City in his short stint so far. This would 100% be the shortest. This would 100% be the biggest risk that Viana's taken because listen, Huzanov, Hayes have come in. We've got players that can step into the centre back position. Diaz, Gavardio. We don't need to rush them in. We can take the time. Marmoush, great signing. Then you look at Reinders, midfielder of the year. Cherky, bit of a risk, but the talent's there to see, so it's not really that risky. And then Ait-Nouri's played 4 or 5 years for Wolves anyway. This, for me, would be the biggest risk that he's taken in his short time at the club. And it could make or break our season. It's not over dramatic to say that. He's a goalkeeper. We all know what happened when we had Claudio Bravo. We've seen what happens when you have a shit goalkeeper with respect to Bravo. You're fucked. You're finished. Ooh, it's a gamble. It's a risk. But I think, I tell you what this does for me, chat, as well. I don't know. I'll get your opinions on this. I'll bring some of your comments up on screen. Let me know what you think. I think if this is legit, I think the chances of us getting Tino Livramento decline. I think they decline. I think that, and again, people's like, oh, they've got no connection or whatever. I just think that maybe City have been told by Newcastle in no uncertain terms that this is not happening. And therefore, City have maybe gone, well, we really kind of need an English goalkeeper or, we need an English player. Well, there's no other English right backs. Who else we signing a goalkeeper? It's going to have to be Trafford. What do you reckon? I mean, it might be completely unconnected. 100%, it might be completely unconnected. But everything was pointing to Costa. Everything. All the news was Costa. Yeah. And again, it all came from Portuguese sources. I don't know how good those sources were, but everything previously was City looking at Costa. Costa's happy to wait for Ederson if he wants to stay another year. And I just feel that maybe City, I've had the message from Newcastle that Tino ain't happening, and City have gone, right, shit, we could really do with getting an English player. Well, we don't need wingers, we don't need a striker, we don't need midfielders, we don't need centre backs, we don't need a left back, we need a right back, but the one English right back we can't get. We need a goalkeeper. Who's the best English goalkeeper right now, or up and coming, or whatever? Trafford, let's go sign him. It's a huge risk, this, but we need to address the homegrown issue here as well. It's likely that we'll do this, says Herbal. Yeah, everything was costed, to be sure. To be honest, I'm sure our club knew Eddie wanted to go. Yeah, I think so as well. Chevalier is very good, man. Please pick him. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think so. His signing feels like it's made for the homegrown quota. It's a tough one, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I tell you what, it's going to be interesting to see him play. I don't know. We could have done with him before the Club World Cup, really, couldn't we? Chat to see what it was about. Although I don't know if that would have been any better, because if he was shit, then we'd be like, we would have been cooked. Imagine the City fan base if we signed Trafford before the Club World Cup and he was shit. Would have been would have been a meltdown. Maybe it was better that we didn't sign him before the Club World Cup. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. What if both goalkeepers go? Both keepers could 100% go. 100%. I think Ederson's gone. I think Ederson's gone. I think he's gone. Ortega didn't give very convincing response when he was asked. He obviously wants to play first team football. If he can get a club, he'll probably go. Again, it'll be a low price, so he'll easily go. I think it's a potential. I don't think City want, because obviously Bettinelli's coming in for what's he called? Scott Carson. So I don't think City really would like to be in a situation where they're replacing all three goalkeepers, because we're going to be replacing two by the sounds of it. But then you just rip the plaster off and just say, fuck it, let's just get rid of all three of them and get three brand new goalkeepers in. It's not very stable. It's not. I don't think that's ideal for a club that's going to try and win a Premier League and Champions League to have three brand new goalkeepers with no connection to the club, or, you know, I'm talking like, you know, they've been here for a couple of years to get it. It's a bit of a gamble, that. You know, Bettinelli about to cook in that Prem. Sam Lee said Ortega has changed his mind and wants to stay now. Well, you know what? Ortega might have heard the news that City might be going for James Trafford and thinking to himself, there's a serious chance he might come in and be shit. And if he is, I'll be number one. He might back himself more against Ederson. You know? Now, for me, I don't want Ortega to be number one. I don't know if he's good enough to be number one, but his mindset might be, if Trafford comes in and he's just crap, then Pep might just go, fuck it, I'm just going to stick Ortega and go. But also, yeah, someone's just put it there. Does anyone want Ortega? Mad, you know. It's crazy how in football, timing is everything. Because 1 year ago, Ortega could have walked in at pretty much any club that needed a goalkeeper. He would have walked in and started. And then now, I think his stocks have just declined so much. You know, because City would probably sell this guy for 10 mil. You know, Chelsea could have got him, not interested. Teams in Germany could have got him, German goalkeeper. Doesn't seem to be any interest. It's just mad in football. Isn't it mad, chat, how like just one season can just completely change how you're perceived as a player. It's wild. It's wild. I don't think it's a mad statement. I don't think it is. JMC, right? I'm being deadly serious, yeah. Any team in the Bundesliga comes in for Ortega, yeah, maybe not like a proper shit team right at the bottom, but a mid-table team comes in for Ortega and says, we're going to make you number one goalkeeper. Do you think he stays? I don't think he stays. So why is he still here? Maybe because people have maybe people just don't rate him that highly anymore. I don't know. I mean, there is still time for him to go. And like I say, his comments weren't like, oh, you agree with me. All right, Fez. Oh, I thought you was disagreeing. Right, let me have a look at these chats again. Big up to Ado, who says, let's say we buy Trafford What do we do for right back situation? There is no way we can have Nunes as a starter. What if Akanji's leaving too? Okay, so you're diverting the traffic, bro. Right? Big up Idrin, I'll check it in a sec, bro. You're diverting the traffic. Okay, so right back situation is I still think they're going to try and get Tino Livramento. I just think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be tough to get him. I agree, really. I don't think we should be going into the season with Nunes as a right back starter, especially if Akanji goes. Now, I'm not opposed to Akanji going, but I think Akanji might be the second best right back we've got at the football club. Maybe first, from a defensive point of view, not offensively. If you get rid of Akanji, it basically leaves you with Nunes, Rico Lewis, and Huzanov as right backs. That's not good enough. So you need to sign a right back. Maybe you just go and fucking get Martin Fernandez and just full send it. Maybe you just get Martin Fernandez and full send it, bro. If we get Trafford and Tino Livramento, what would the window be out of 10? Oh, but for me, fucking hell, that's a great question. I think it'd be high, you know. I don't think it'd be a 10 because I'm still not like full sent on the wingers. And I personally would have liked us maybe to, I don't know, man. It's tricky because they have good Club World Cups. Left back, I like the left back. I'd be happy with the centre backs that we've got. I'd probably say 8.5. And the only reason it's an 8.5 and not higher is because Trafford is a risk. It's a major gamble. And I would have liked us to get a winger. But yeah, probably 8.5. It's high, bro. It's high. But I don't want to make the same mistake as last year. Because last year, I sat here and said, oh, guys, we just signed Gundogan. Gundo back. It's an 8 out of 10 window. And then I got fucking destroyed all year by people said, you said it was an 8 out of 10 window. But that was because I was I was high on Gundogan coming back to the football club. Yeah. Like, don't be clipping me up, man. If Rodrigo came in, yeah, it'd be a 10. Even with Trafford being a risk. Yeah, facts. It would be a 10 for me if Rodrigo came in. But it's high. That would be high. My only concern. Okay, so a better way to address it, rather than doing these like, what ratings would you give it? I think the better. Did I say that, Baraka? Did I honestly say? If I said that, bro, I'm a fucking fraud. You're right. I'm a fraud. If I said, chat, did I actually say this last year? Did I actually say that? If I said that, then I'm a fraud. I'll put my hands up and hold my hands up and say I'm a fraud if I said that. There's no way I said that. There's no way I said that. There's no way I said that. If I said that, I'm a fraud, bro. We don't need a replacement for Alvarez. No way I said that. I don't believe you. I don't remember saying that. I can't lie. Well, Staffy, you know what I mean? These are recorded. Can't answer. I don't think I said that. I don't think I did. I'm a fraud regardless. I don't think I said that. I was saying sign Edin Dzeko, bro. Yeah? So come on, man. What was I saying? Yeah, I think a better way would, right? If say we get Livramento and Trafford, and again, Livramento still might not happen, right? We'll have to see what happens there. But let's say we get both of them players. And you look at the starting 11 or the squad. What's the weakest area of our squad? What's the weakest area of our squad, chat? If we get Trafford and we get right back, Tino Livramento, what's the weakest area of our squad? Midfield, defence, left back, right back, goalkeeper, striker. You obviously look at the striker, Haaland, Mamouche. Mamouche doesn't really play as a striker, but can play false 9. That's chilling. One of the best in the world. Central midfield attack, Cherky, mint. Foden, mint. Echeverry still at the football club. Bob can play there. I think you've got enough there. Wingers, Mamouche left, Foden right. Good. More natural wingers, because they're not really wingers, are they? You know what I mean? They're more like midfielders or attackers that are just sort of like hold the width. Savio and Doku, bit of a gamble. Positives. Did have a good tournament for me in the Club World Cup, in my personal opinion. That's positive, but I still have major doubts about the pair of them. Bob obviously is in there, but he's hardly played. So that's probably up there as a yeah, you need to look at improving that if they don't cook this year. Then you've got sort of like the player that plays next to Rodri, your treble Gundogan, Reinders, mint, Nico Gonzalez, good. Yeah, I'm going to say mint, not going to say shit, good. You still have Kovacic as a third choice. You still got Nico Riley who could do that role. I think you're stacked there. DM, I still think is a little bit dodgy. I still don't think we've fully sorted that out. If Rodri goes down, who we got in there? You're probably going to have to change the formation and go with a flat 2. That's what I'd do. Yeah, it's tactical LB telling Pep Guardiola what to do. That's probably what I'd do if Rodri goes down. Rather than playing an out-and-out DM and sticking Nico Gonzalez in there or sticking Reinders in there and say, do the job of Rodri, I'd probably just stick 2 of them and just say, double pivot. Yeah, both of you do the job of Rodri. Fucking hell. There's one guy that normally does this job. I'm splitting it between the 2 of you. Yeah, you don't get cooked and then just run one attacker. So, yeah, your DM position's still looking a bit sus, but you probably just have to make a tactical adjustment there. Left back, pretty strong, to be fair. Ike Nori, Ake can play there when available. Gavadio can play there. Centre back, Gavadio, Hayes, Diaz, Huzanov. And then, you still got Stones, who said he ain't going anywhere. And then your right back, Nunes, Rico, and at the moment, Akanji. That's a little, yeah, Nico Riley left back as well. You're right. For me, and obviously Trafford at the moment is a I wouldn't say weak spot, but a gamble, right? So we don't fully know about that, but obviously you can't really address that now because that's who you're signing. So for me, the weak spots of our squad is right back, DM. You have the players to be able to cope with it. It's a big tactical shift, and wingers purely based on the fact that we're still not convinced Savio and Doku are going to be good enough long term, or even short term. But I look at that squad, lads. I look at that squad, and I don't think it's a bad squad. Provided you get a right back, I don't think that's a bad squad. Is it better than Liverpool's though? Because you got to give respect to Liverpool, man. They've got a mint squad. Alisson, Frimpong, Kanate, Van Dijk, Kirkes, Gravenberch, McAllister, Wirtz, Salah. Let's say Ekatike, and then what? Gakpo left, or maybe Rodrigo if they get him as well. It's a good squad. We've got a good squad. It's just, is it going to gel? And I tell you what, it's got that squad. I tell you what, it's got. It's got a lot of risks. It's got risks. Trafford's a risk. The right back will be a risk. I know it to some degree is a risk as much as I like him. I think he's mint, but I still think he's a risk. Yeah, and I agree with Brett. It's not. Some of these signings are not proven quality, like at the top level. They're not the Mahrez's, they're not the Kyle Walkers, but are there players available? No. There isn't a right back available that's like Kyle Walker right now, is it? It's Hakimi. You're not going to get Hakimi out of PSG. So I don't think the club have really got. I'd love us to go and sign the Kyle Walker regen right now over a Liverpool. I'd rather us go and get like the top dog goalkeeper. But who is it? Who is it, man? Big at Robo says Trafford, Tino, Rodrigo defender would be nice. That'd be insane. That'd be insane. Right, let's check this DSK tweet out. What are you guys saying? Big up Robo, man. That would be wild. That'd definitely be a 10. Big up to McCune with the 30 months. Says LB broadcasting from underwater, real football. I'm in 29 days away, bro. You good, man? I'm fucking hot. I'm sweating. I've had a stressful day because my basement fucking is underwater. However, we cooked. Well, I didn't fucking do anything actually. I rang the guy and he come out and he sorted it. Yeah, but we are dry. The basement is no longer wet. That's all sorted. I'm sweating. It's hot. I went live. I was going to be like, I'm going to live for an hour. I'm now live. We're 2 hours in. Lads, come on. Fabrizio dropping bombers. Apparently all the journalists that cover Manchester City Football Club are on holiday. Nice. So I'm holding it down. I'm fucking holding it down. Yeah. Swimmer B. Right, what's this DSK tweet you're talking about? Oh. It's looking like another ex-City player will be joining Pep's coaching staff soon. Oh, Do we think it's Fernandinho, chat? Do we think it's Fernandinho? Do we think it's Fernandinho? Do we think it's Fernandinho? That goes off, that tune. That fucking goes on, especially on a European away. That tune actually legit hits hard. That hits hard, that tune. David Silva, bro. David Silva's fucking chilling in Spain on some random island, bro. He ain't doing nothing, mate. He's not coming back into football. He's probably fucking... No, I think he is, actually. I think he's got a vineyard, bro. I think he's got a vineyard. Yaya Toure. Ain't no way Yaya Toure is working for Pep Guardiola, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Richard Dunn. Mika Richards. I get out of here, man. You guys are not serious. I've always said this. You guys are not serious. Yeah? And you're not serious, man. You're not serious. Oh, yeah. Fernandinho could speak to Huzanov, innit? That's a good point, you know. That's a good point. I think it's going to be Fernandinho, innit? I think it's going to be Fernandinho. I think Fernandinho did... I think when he left... Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I might be waffling here, but I don't think I am. But if I'm waffling, I'm waffling. I'm pretty sure when Fernandinho left, didn't he say in his like exit interview that like he'd be back one day or something? I swear down he said that. I might be waffling. I might be waffling, but I swear down he said that. I swear he said when he left, he did an interview and he said like one day he would be back. Now, it's like everyone says that kind of shit. Like, oh, yeah, it's not over or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I did actually think he said that. And I think he wants to be a coach as well, doesn't he? And he's just minting it. Fernandinho, man. What a player he was as well, by the way. Oh, my God, what a player. He was absolutely unbelievable. I cannot believe we had Fernandinho and upgraded. Can you believe that? How did we upgrade on Fernandinho to Rodri, bro? Like, what? That's some stroke of luck, that, isn't it? That is some stroke of luck. Fernandinho was class. Class. And we upgraded on him, bro. We upgraded on him. That's unbelievable. That is wild how we upgraded on Fernandinho. What a player. What a player he was, man. He was so mint. Yeah, he did as well, didn't he, Aaron? Facts. Did you guys know this? Most of you probably know it. It's common knowledge, but he paid a bit of his own transfer fee to come to City as well. He paid his own not all of it, obviously. I think he paid like 3 or 4 million or something. Or something like that. Anyway, he paid some of his own transfer fee to come to the club. Yes. Get out of here, man. You guys ain't serious. To be honest, citizens, it's Trafford. It's Trafford, Livramento. For me, it'd be Huzanov, but probably Diaz, Gvardiol, Aitnori, Rodri, Reinders, and then Mamouche, Cherky, Foden, Haaland. So it's just pretty much what everyone would say, what most people would say. Bellamy, he did work. He did. No, I think he's Wales. He worked with Company at Bayern, and then I don't think Company took him with him. And I'm pretty sure Bellamy's now... There's got to be a Welsh person in this chat. Oh, Welsh people. There's got to be at least one Welsh person in this chat. I'm pretty sure... Ain't Craig Bellamy Welsh manager or something? I swear he is. Oh, is he Burnley? Yeah. Yeah, Bellamy's at Wales. He's at Wales. Yeah, he's at Wales. Is he actually the manager? Yeah. No way. Aguero. Bro, Aguero's a full-time fucking kick streamer now, isn't he? He's a full-time streamer. I'll be with Vinny, man. Get out of here, man. You guys are serious. Big up Mish says new defenders won't solve Pep's defensive issue. I mean, I'm not being funny, mate, yeah, but let's be real here, chat, yeah. If you've got Livramento, Diaz, Gvardiol, Aitnori with Rodri in front and we're still getting rinsed in midfield, then we got serious issues. We got serious issues. Yeah. Joe Hart. I don't know about Joe. I don't think Joe. I mean, Joe Hart could come in, but I think Joe Hart's going for the pundit career. And you know what? It's pretty good. It's pretty good, Joe Hart. You know what's mad about Joe Hart? He's definitely had some PR training, because I remember when I first started listening to him, he was so monotone. And now he's like actually like pretty good to listen to. And he reps City like fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, unlike, you know who? That man who should not be named. Yeah. I like Joe Hart. And you know, I always say this about Joe Hart, yeah, but I respect the fact that Pep like cooked him. Yeah, and he needed to be cooked probably. But I respect the fact that he's not salty in it. And I know we've spoken about this before, but Joe Hart could easily be salty towards City and to Pep. Yeah. You know, because Joe Hart loved it at City and we loved him. Yeah, we loved Joe Hart, man. We didn't want him to go. Don't sell Joe Hart. Super Joey Hart. Just don't think you understand. If you sell Joe Hart, Super Joey Hart, you're gonna have a riot on your hands. There was no riot. But yeah, obviously he had to go. And it was the right decision. The mistake wasn't that we got rid of Joe Hart. The mistake was that we brought Bravo. But he could easily be salty, innit? He could easily be salty, Joe Hart, but he's not. He gets it, man. He loves it. You know, and I respect that, man, because so many people would be salty. I mean, we look at Zlatan. Zlatan fucking salty, isn't he? Zlatan bare salty, man. You heard Zlatan, he fucking slags Pep off all the time. Yeah, he slags him off all the time. Do you know what I mean? Me still salty. You was at a riot, weren't you, bro? You was rioting. That's crazy, man. We sang that about Pellegrini when we was getting Pep. I remember it was at Sunderland away. And 1 second, I'm just sending Martin the link. We was at Sunderland away, and we just heard the news that Pep was coming in to replace Pellegrini, and we were saying, you can shove your Guardiola up your ass. back in Pellegrini. But yeah. But they did that with Sven as well. City fans. You know what I mean? I'm sending a link to Martin. Martin's jumping on. Smash these likes up, guys. Come on, man. Hit the like button. I am sweating back off here. Oh my God, it's so hot. I need to touch grass, man. All my days. It's 7:15. I'm sweating backs. I need to go jump in that pool. Yaya, oi, nasty work here. Yaya, Rodri, Fernandinho. Ah, chat. Chat, what we saying? What we saying? Yaya, Rodri, Fernandinho. Rate them 1 to 3. Bro. That's grim. Are we doing peak? Are we doing peak? Are we doing like all-time career? Are we doing City career? Weezy, you asked the question. Are we doing peak? Are we doing City career? Are we doing all-time career? Give me just an peak. Yaya Toure, 100%. Yaya Toure, Rodri, Fernandinho. Done. Has to be. It has to be. That year, Yaya's peak was the best peak. Bro, that year, Yaya went fucking insane. Insane, bro. Insane. So, yeah, peak, it goes Yaya, Rodri, Fernandinho. I mean, you can't have Fernandinho above Rodri. Rodri literally won the Ballon d'Or in his peak. Ben Jacobs has been speaking. What? But if you was to do City career, I'd probably have Rodri above Yaya. Even though, to be fair, Yaya won us the FA Cup, didn't he? And then had a big part to play in the first Prem when we scored them 2 goals at... Who the fuck is this guy? Bro, I got the wrong Ben Jacobs. Yeah, 1 sec, Dylan. 1 second, bro. I'll come to it in a sec. Ooh. Ooh, wait, what? Understand Stefan Ortega is an option for Burnley. Yo! Are we going to be getting rid of both of them? Ederson and Ortega? We might be getting 3 brand new goalkeepers, man. Damn. Who's the other goalkeeper we're going to get then? Because you got to get another one if you're getting rid of him and Ederson goes, providing the Ederson thing is legit. The plot thickens. It does. The plot thickens, bro. That's crazy. Here we land. Ortega is way too good for Burnley. Nah, he'd go Burnley, play Premier League. He'd go Burnley, he'd do that. He'd definitely do that. He'd definitely do that, bro. That's wild, isn't it? Nah, we're not going to get Costa and Trafford. Bro, that'd be 100 mil. That'd be 100 mil. We ain't doing 100 mil on 2 goalkeepers. We ain't doing that. No way. Obviously, yeah, Newcastle still want him. Damn. Crazy. If we sign Trafford, at least we'll have more confidence in saving a pen that we'll concede due to Diaz's reachy sketchy. Yeah, bro. This is the thing with the goal with the penalties. Like, I don't know about you guys, yeah. Obviously, I don't speak for everyone, I speak for myself. But whenever an opposition gets a penalty, it's a goal. I don't. Sorry, I just don't. I love Ederson, yeah, but I don't have any faith in Ederson ever saving a penalty ever. So it would be nice to have a goalkeeper who could, have a little bit of confidence in making a save in a penalty, because unfortunately Ederson there is nothing there. And again, I'm not saying that's a slander the guy. I'm just saying that's just how I feel. That's just the facts. Bro, he saved 6 penalties in his career. He's 31. Mad. Yo, big up Dill says, check the Turkey quote I tagged you in, bro. Also, have more confidence in the lads chat. This season, we're going to be champagne supernovas in the sky. Come on, Dylan. Yeah, I'll check it in a second, bro. I'll check it in a minute, bro. Yeah, not peak. Not peak, 100%. Not peak. It's recency bias. Bro, I literally put Yaya Toure above. Why'd you argue with me when I've not even fucking said anything? Arsenal paid 5 mil for their backup goalkeeper. Yeah, I know. Bet there is. I bet there is, bro. You seen a Kanji news from that? Bro, I don't know. I don't know if this is true, mate, but according to these Turkish journalists, they're signing half our squad. According to these journalists. You just don't know whether to trust them. The thing is, yeah, people are telling me that they're actually like pretty well connected, but I don't know. I've not heard of these guys before, to be honest with you. For me, Pep Guardiola is the best coach in the world. I think he's the best coach in history. My fucking guy. Come on. I am passionate to play for him. I'm also impatient to play a game. Yeah, this guy, mate. Fucking can't wait to watch this guy play football, man. Yeah, he's a fucking baller, mate. Yeah, he's an absolute baller. I honestly can't wait to see him, man. I can't wait. It's going to be sick. He's such a sick footballer, man. He's such a sick footballer. Get your chest out! Come on. All right, we got Luke, man. Yeah, come on, Martin. Fucking hell. What are you making me wait for? I sent you the link like 10 minutes ago. Jerky proper blue. He gets it. Yeah, he does get it. He gets it 100%. 100%. He's just meant to watch. I just like watching him play football. Do you know, like last year, yeah? Like when you're watching City a lot, like it was boring. Like even if we won or lost, like it was just boring to watch. Whereas Cherky is going to make City exciting to watch. Like with his passing and like the through balls, his shots, his little whatever skills. You know what I mean? Like it's just going to be exciting to watch. And to be fair, I think we already seen that in pre-season in the tour. Like it was better to watch. And obviously, it didn't go the way we wanted, getting beat off Al Hilal and that. But like in terms of actually some of the football that we played, yo, that's a madness. Who tagged me in this? Yo, big up Ethan Carnell. Oh, chat, look at this. Yo, oh, that's mad, isn't it? What the hell? That's crazy. That's crazy. And now we're gonna. He's might be replacing him. That's wild. That's wild. And now we might be selling Ederson for 2.6 million quid. Yeah. We asked Galatasaray for like 15 million. And Galatasaray were like,
Morning. How much is this?
149, sir.
I've got 50p. Fuck you, bastard.
That's the funniest clip, man. I'm gonna repeat.
Morning.
How much is this?
149, sir.
I've got 50p. Fuck you, bastard.
50p bastard. Nah, that's the funniest clip, man. Galatasaray is like 3 million. Yeah, exactly, man. I went my hair transplant, bro. LB, imagine if we have Costa and Trafford both in our goalkeeping department. I just don't see it. I can't see City going spending 50 mil on Costa and then 40 or whatever on. Nah, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I just don't see it. We're gonna get rinsed by views by Stockton. I know Ederson locks are low, but holy fuck, I know, bro. It's crazy, isn't it? 3 million quid. It's not even quid, it's fucking euro. It's not even pounds. It works out at 2.6 million quid pounds. Again, that's if it's true. It might not be true. It might be fake news. Here he is. Here he is. Oh, I need to get some like sick music, man. Dramatic series music. Martin's entered the stream.
What was that?
Oh, mate, it's been 2 hours, 20 minutes I've been live. I'm sweating. I'm hot. I'm fucking...
Yeah, you are right. You need to go and touch grass.
I know. What are you saying, man? Looking cool, bro.
Holiday ready. Airport in a few hours. Daughter's graduation.
You had a fresh trim. You got the shades.
Yeah, holiday ready, mate. I'm going to Turkey to finalise these deals for the other lot.
How many of them are fucking going? Have you seen all the links?
Fucking after school.
Akanji, Ederson,
Gundogan.
Jack
Grealish is and Besiktas.
Yeah.
And Fenerbahce and God knows anyone else.
Kovacic was like 2 months ago. Fucking hell. Yeah. Turkey just getting everyone, apparently. What are you making it all?
It makes me laugh because listen, it's why I said be patient. It was it's the middle of July and everyone was hitting the panic button. It's like as soon as we get the bids in, we can get people rolling out. The James Trafford thing don't surprise me. That was on the cards a few weeks back. There was rumours of that. When were they on international duty? They were doing some training. What's that park called? St. George's Park, is it? Where they do the training?
Yeah,
there was talk about ages ago about apparently Trafford does want to come back. It's Trafford who's been holding the Newcastle deal up, not Newcastle. Trafford's been holding that deal up.
That's what I felt.
Because he wants to come back to City. People forget he's a City fan. He is a City fan. Yeah, he loves the place.
Where's he from? Is he from Manchester or something? Or what?
I don't know where he's fully from. But the thing was, the reason he left is because he wasn't getting game time. People don't leave because they hated the place. It wasn't getting game time. And at the time, Ederson was clear the number one.
Nice. He's a Chelsea fan. Says it here.
Just because it says it online, I wouldn't bet on that, mate. From what I've heard, he's a City fan now.
Oh.
He wants to come back. So at the end of the day, good on him. You know, for me, 30, 35 mil buyback. Happy with it. Is it a gamble? Is every player we buy going to be a gamble? Which goal is not a gamble?
I don't know what I've done here. I've fucked it up.
What have you done?
It's saying, do you want voice access on your fucking PC? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it. Sorry, bro, what was you saying? I couldn't hear you then.
No, it says that any goalkeeper is going to be a gamble to anyone.
Yeah, it will be.
There was a lot of people unsure on Costa. Some wanted Donnarumma, some wanted Chevalier, some wanted... There was always... You could speak with 10 people and you might get 6 different names.
Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, like obviously, every signing is a gamble or a bit of a risk, right? And obviously they have different risks. Yeah, obviously, like, you know, I mean, if you're signing a player who's 29 that's been fucking mint for 8 years in a row, then obviously it's less of a risk, right? Trafford is a risk. There's no getting away from that. But Sol signing Costa, that would have been a risk. Yeah, Sol signing Chevalier, that would have been a risk. Keeping Ederson would have been a risk. The way he played last year in the tournament that we just had, making a mistake, that would be a risk as well. There's different levels of risk, right? The reward for having Trafford is that you'd have England's number one, a homegrown player in there. It doesn't matter about the homegrown stuff if he turns out to be crap, yeah? But I just think that maybe City have just looked at the market and gone, did you watch Costa in that Nations League?
Yeah,
I
not
fucking
really.
did. I did. And in one of the games, he was bad. And I was watching him saying, chat, yeah? Because basically, yeah, I watched him. Do you watch him play against United last year in the Champions League?
Yes, that's the one game I did watch.
Yeah, and that seems like one of the games that a lot of people. He threw the ball in his net twice, man.
No, I agree. But don't forget, James Trafford, the last time he was in the Premier League, company dropped him from Norwich.
I agree. Hence why.
So this is, I know, and Ederson had a bad year. I just think we have to understand is some players will have a bad time. No player goes 10, 15 years and has a perfect season year in, year out. Everyone's going to have a bad moment. He's young, he's hungry. He's 6'6", I believe, 6'5", 6'6".
6'6".
He's a big unit of a player. And no, and do you know what? Do you know why I like it? And now this is just me. It doesn't mean we have to go homegrown at the right back now.
Yeah, well, I said before, I don't know if you was listening, I said before, I think that if we get Trafford, which it looks like we probably are, I think that tells me that we're probably not going to get Livramento. Yeah, and
get Vanderson. Get Vanderson.
Yeah, I just think that you might go and get like a non.
Get Vanderson, Onikov. I'm sorry. You know, the thing is, people on what would you rather do? Because I'm only saying reportedly, I don't know the fees. Vanderson is reportedly 30 million euros, pounds, whatever it is. Livramento is going to be 80 plus. Vanderson for me is a perfect Pep Guardiola player. Livramento is very good, but easy as good a passer, a traveller of the ball. I'm not too sure. I do like Vanderson. Vanderson is someone I've sort of watched a few times. I really like him as a fullback. I think he'd be perfect for us. That's just me.
Is he? Because I've never seen him. Is he like an up and down, or is he more defensive, or is he more attacking? Like
a little bit. He can be attacking. For me, he's a better defender than he is than Livramento. The only thing is Livramento can play both sides. He can play right and left, so you have a little bit more versatility on the flanks. But I mean, saying that, I don't think you have to play 8 Nori every game. You don't have to play Vanderson every game. Hushinov can maybe have a go. You know, you can play 8 Nori and then go to a 3 at the back. Let 8 Nori go forward. It depends what happens in front of him and who he plays. And if we can bring, you know, Fernandinho back at the same time, which has been on the cards for nearly a year now. Someone first told me about Fernandinho 12 months ago. 12 months ago, I got Fernandinho wanted to come back. But the point was he didn't want to retire from playing. He was still playing. Was it Brazilian League? He was still playing him?
Yeah, I think he still wanted a couple of years, didn't he? Just to
keep
playing.
Now,
and to be fair, you know, if football's a short career, you've got to play for as long as you can. Because once you hang up the boots, you're done. You know.
The one thing I will say is, and I always say reportedly because I'm not an IT, I get the info other places. He is in Manchester.
Who is?
Fernandinho.
Oh,
I don't know if that's true.
Well,
that's also where I got it from. I spoke with us.
Yeah. He's said that looks like a new guy's going to be joining Pep's backroom staff, and he was here, wasn't he, in January? Was it January?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh yeah, he was January.
Yeah, because he was welcoming Victor Hazen.
Yeah.
Listen, and do you know what? Do you know what I like about that backroom staff? Pep's filling him apart from Linders, and I think Linders is very good. I think he's a very good good cop, bad cop for Pep Guardiola, to be honest. But if you look at Colo, we're bringing Fernandinho, we're bringing in people who know the club. They've won things with the club. They know what it means to do things at this football club. They know the club from back to front. They won't let anyone half-ass it on the training ground. They won't give any. Won't let people not give a toss about the what's it called? I can't think about the badge. Because I'll tell you what, they ain't going to get away with what they got away with this season. They ain't going to be swanning around the training ground with their hands in the pockets this year.
Mm. Nah, bro, it's going to be a massive. This is the news that I don't know if you saw this. This broke just as you joined us. You might not have seen it. Stefan Ortega apparently is on Burnley's radar if they sell James Trafford.
So where would that leave Ederson then?
Well, do you not think there's a world in which Ortega and Ederson leave and we get 3 new goalkeepers?
But then who's backup?
Well,
I can't see a world where you bring in Trafford in to go, yeah, we're bringing you in as a backup.
I don't see that. I think Ederson's gone. I think Ortega.
Yeah. No, I think Ederson's
3 new goalkeepers. Bettinelli.
Ederson's changed. The thing I got on the Ederson stuff changed after the abuse because he was willing to stay, and apparently the abuse has changed it all. Hence the account. There's a few things that some players feel they need to move on. They're not going to be accepted anymore. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, well, part of football, isn't it? Sometimes football has to move.
Yeah, I don't think they're threatening his wife and that is part of football. But
oh yeah. No. I'm just talking about actual.
I don't mean that. That's not part of football, mate.
No. Yeah, no. So I think there is a world in which. So
who would be your who?
Check this. Who said this? Exclusive. Stefan Ortega has made it clear I'm expecting to be Man City starting keeper. Nah. Sorry, bro. Not for me. I don't think he's anywhere near good enough. My opinion. You can disagree if you want. I don't think he's anywhere near good enough to be our starting number 1 goalkeeper.
Do you know where Ortega should go? And don't just hear me out on this for you to call me, shoot me down. For the price we'd want, I think he'd do a job at Newcastle.
Who, sorry? Ortega at Newcastle?
Yeah, I think he'd do a job there. He's better than anything they've got.
I don't know. I've gone off him a little bit, me. I think we're going to be getting rid of all 3 of them. Obviously, he's already gone. Got Karl.
So who's your number 2?
We're going to sign someone.
No, but who would it be? Because right now, the top of my head, I cannot think of anyone who'd come in as number 2.
Well, they have to be good. Yeah, I've seen a couple of people in the chat before, saying, what did they say? They said, oh, well, it don't matter who you get as a number 2. That's bollocks. You need to make sure you have a decent number 2.
I don't want a, what was he called? The American lad. Oh, his name's gone out my head because I wanted to forget his name.
Stefan.
Yeah.
No,
Stefan.
It's got to be someone legit, man.
I don't want that again. I was sat right behind him when he did that bloody Mane thing at Wembley. Like, oh, no. Can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Not in a semi-final, mate. Zach Stefan, thank you. Can't be doing that again. Bettinelli will be number 3. I presume Trafford will come in as number 1. I don't see Costa or anything happening like that because they'd want to be number 1, mate.
Yeah, we're not going to get him. And they need to be out. Pope can't kick a ball. Yeah, so
no, Pope, because Pope doesn't want to be number 2 at bloody Newcastle. Why would he become a number 2 at ours?
I don't know. It's difficult because you got to find someone that's good enough that is happy to sit on the bench, and that's going to be tricky because if they're good enough for City to come in for the odd game here or there, they're probably going to be good enough to start for a mid-table.
And Bettinelli's not. When was the last time Bettinelli played football?
No. Bettinelli's Bettinelli's on the.
Was that 3 years ago?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. That's a Scott Carson, Richard Wright signing that.
Yeah, he'll never play for the club. But he's going to have a lot of money, so fair play to him. You know what I mean? Fair fucks him. Yeah, I don't know. Lunin, if he's available, I won't mind him. I've seen him obviously play for Real Madrid. Don't know what he's doing these days. Not seen him for a while. Ter Stegen's not
Can
going
I
to
give
come
you?
and sit on the bench, bro. He's
No,
not
Ter
going to come and sit
Stegen,
on the bench.
yeah, Ter Stegen's leaving Barcelona because he doesn't want to be number 2. Why would he come here to be number 2? The only I would say is if they're leaving a club because they've been ousted from number 1, is why they're leaving. They don't want to then come and be number 2 somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jaden's just sent the super chat and big up for the super chat. It says Ter Stegen, he's not number 1 at Barca, but he's not going to come to City and sit on the bench. If he's leaving Barcelona, Jaden, yeah, surely he's going to go and want to play football as a number 1. Surely. And you're not going to get it the other way around, Tom, in the chat saying we'll get Ter Stegen as number 1 and Trafford as number 2. Trafford ain't going to.
Yeah, Trafford's not being our number 2 either.
Trafford could go to Newcastle and play number 1. He's not going to come to City and sit on the bench. Newcastle are Champions League. You're not going to be able to get Ter Stegen or Trafford to sit on the bench. If you're signing either of them, they're going to be starting week in and week out. And listen, I would take Ter Stegen as a backup. I don't really want the guy as a starter. I'd take him as a backup, but he ain't going to come to City and sit as a backup, is he?
A number 2 is someone who's got to be either youngish and will work, or will have cup games and be okay with cup games, or they have to be an older boy, like an Ortega.
You're just looking for a good play. You're looking for a good goalkeeper. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's why Ortega fits the bill so good. Because he's a good goalkeeper. He is. He's not shit, but he's not great. He's just good. And that's why he fits the bill as a number 2 goalkeeper. Well,
yeah.
But obviously, if you start to get any better than that, then they're going to want to be number 1. They're not going to come to City and sit on the bench. If you get anything worse, they God help you if your main goalkeeper gets injured, because then you're cooked.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I don't think for the money they're talking about for Ederson, Akanji, and Gundam. I don't want to then lose them 3, and then you get 30 million back at best at the minute they're talking. Yeah, which, by the way, I find a bit ludicrous. I find that ludicrous that even they're offering that kind of money at the minute. I find it a bit insulting, actually. And then we've got to spend 100 million to get 2 goalies in.
No, we're not spending 100 million.
We're not. I keep saying we're not a car boot sale. For some reason, people just want to buy plays like car boot sales.
I'd be looking for a goalkeeper, yeah, that's maybe 32 to 34, that's like coming to the end of the career, but has been playing top-level football for a while, and is maybe has the option. Maybe they're at a club and, the club's like, look, we're going to move you on. You've got an option. And maybe he doesn't want to go and play for like a mid-level team in like a league. He's fucking like that. I can't be arsed. I'd rather go play at City, play under Pep, and just, push there. They don't have to be mega. I'm just saying, like, they just have to be decent.
Well, someone's put it in the chat. What about if Ederson does stay and Ortega goes, and Ortega's like, nah, you're just number 2, and he goes in a year anyway. And then it gives you 12 months to sort something out.
I don't know, man.
I know it's not ideal. I know that's not an ideal situation for Ederson. But at the minute, Galatasaray want to give us peanuts for Ederson. They want to give Ederson the big bucks wages-wise and give us peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
The prices that have been quoted for Ederson are borderline embarrassing.
I know, but what are you going to do about it? I agree. It's ridiculous. I think
are we that desperate? Are we that desperate for £8 million? No, I'd rather lose him on a free.
Wait a sec. Yeah, wait a sec. If Ederson doesn't want to be here and wants to leave, you've what are you going to do? Tell a goalkeeper that doesn't want to be here, sorry, mate, we're forcing you to stay in your last year that you don't want to be here, who's making mistakes, he's got to stay. I don't think that's a great idea either. I just think for me, look, we've made a lot of money over the years on transfer fees. Yeah, we've done very, very well. Second most profitable club on transfers in the last 6 years. I just think this summer for me was always going to be a summer because of the rebuild where maybe we was going to have to take a little bit of an L. Now, the 3 signings that we made, we didn't take no L. In fact, we fucking cooked on the transfer fees. I just for me, like, yes, if we sell Ederson for 5-6 million, we're getting rinsed. However, I just think we just go, it is what it is. We rinsed Wolves. We got Ait Nouri for 33 mil. We rinsed fucking AC Milan for Reinders. We rinsed Lyon for Cherky. Maybe this is just our time to get rinsed and we just go, you know what? We've been doing our fair share of rinsing. We just got to take the L on this one and move on. And just, it's what it is. You can't win every single time on track. Certain times you just got to accept
No, I agree. For me, I'm just looking at the three players that Galatasaray are looking, and I think they're being a bit cheeky. It's the prices they're chucking out. They're being a bit cheeky. But yes, Akanji has dipped, and yes, he had a bad season due to injury, in my opinion. But he's just turned 30, and how much you're talking here? We should be getting more than 40 million quid. When I'm seeing bang average players in the Premier League walking out for 40, 50, 60 mil, and we are talking a treble winner, versatile defender, and we're talking chump change. Why is it always our club that gets bent over?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
It's a joke.
It's because when we're selling players, most of the time, not all the time, we're kind of like, yeah, see you later. Whereas when other teams are selling players, they don't want to sell the players. Brentford don't want to sell Mbeumo. So they've got the power on that transfer. If City is selling Ederson, it's because they're happy for him to go because they want to move him on. If City is selling Akanji, yeah, it's leverage, bro. We got no leverage.
Because we got 2 years.
No. But
he's not in the final year.
No, wait a sec. You're missing the point. If City are selling Akanji, it's because they're happy for Akanji to leave and they kind of want him gone because they're looking at Vita Hayes and Huzanov. Otherwise, they just say, Akanji, you're not going anywhere. We're not selling you. And Akanji go, oh, cool. You think Akanji would rather play for Galatasaray than Man City? No way. If they're selling Akanji, City are probably saying, see ya.
I'd probably let John Stones go before I let Akanji go. Because I know we'll get 20 games out of Akanji. I won't get 20 games out of John Stones.
No, and a lot of people won't
due respect.
No, you're right. John Stones played less minutes than Grealish last year. The problem is you've got the opposite problem there. Well, not opposite, but you've got a different problem in that no one will probably want to buy John Stones because he never plays. So you probably be giving him away. You probably won't get a fee for him. But that's
what I'm saying. I'd understand Stones not getting a fee, but Akanji, for me, Akanji will do a job. And I hate saying this because I love Johnny Stones. I know Akanji will do me a job more than John Stones will.
Fitness-wise.
One's on what? What's Akanji on? 140?
Something like that, yeah.
Manuel Akanjis don't just sit around on the transfer market at 40 million, 50 million quid again. The guy can play left back, right back, CDM, centre defence. You ain't buying it. You're never buying that player again for that amount of money. The only reason you got him for that money was because of the contract dispute Dortmund was going on.
You're absolutely spot on. But do you also accept that if it's City who are telling Akanji he needs to leave because we need to get rid of a
I don't think City are. No, I don't think City are. From my understanding, Akanji's not the one. It's Akanji who's asked to go again because of the situation that's going on more than City are asking him. These players have gone through the club.
Yeah, but if he's gone to the club, City will wait for the right feeling. City will
that's what they should do, yes.
Yeah. I think if City sell him for that, and by the way, yeah, Daniel's right in the chat as well. We bought this guy for cheap as well. We only bought him for 15 million.
Yeah. No, I agree. No, but I'm looking at the market at the moment. The market at the moment is so distorted, it's unreal. Bang average players are going for crazy money here. It's worse than it was when with Nunes, and Nunes was 50 million quid and Phillips was 45 million. Are you telling me in Bremo 70 million? Get out of town.
No, but again, Brentford don't want to sell Mbeumo.
No, I understand that. But I'm just talking about but everyone is going for crazy money at the minute, Albert. Everybody is going. The starting fee for any player at the minute is 50 million quid. That's the box standard starting fee now, is 50 million. I don't know where we're going with this soon.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me have a look at some of these chats. I smash these likes up, guys. If you haven't done so already, man. Get these likes up. See some of these chats. Big up Jordan says Trafford is a potential risk, but look at Andre Onana for United. He was proven in the Champions League and Serie A, but look how that turned out. Facts. There is no goalkeeper. Yeah, even Donnarumma for me. There's no goalkeeper that we could sign that doesn't come without risk. Every single goalkeeper comes with risk. Now, some goalkeepers come with more risk, and I would say James Trafford comes with more risk than some of those other goalkeepers, like Donnarumma and maybe even Costa. but they all have risk, 100%. No transfer is. Look at Shevchenko when he went to Chelsea. Unbelievable striker, Martin. You remember Shevchenko? Yeah, some of the chat might be too young, right? Shevchenko,
absolutely flopped.
Unbelievable striker. Went to Chelsea, everyone was like, shit, this is going to be fucking mad. Flopped. Yeah, there's never ever guarantees, man. There's no guarantees.
Do you remember Shevchenko and Rebrov at Dynamo Kiev before they went to AC?
No, I don't remember that.
Rebrov went over to, was it Spurs? Rebrov was he was superstar though, Rebrov. And then he went to Tottenham and just flopped. Shevchenko was probably one of the world's, if not the best striker at the time at AC.
Yeah, definitely.
Before he dipped into Chelsea. But I always remember I'm not sure you remember Kazaraga?
I know the name, but no, I don't remember watching him.
He was a superstar until he got. Was it Villa or was he the guy who went? Was he the guy who went to Chelsea? Kazaraga is the guy who showed he ended his career on the post. Yeah, I'm sure his leg got very nastily injured. But he wasn't. There's loads of players who played abroad and come to England and struggled. Loads. It was the other one. It was a very famous one who came, and there was so much hype around him.
The fact is, there's no guarantee with any transfers. And
Robinho's a good one. But I think Robinho's a different one because I think Robinho was too big for us at the time. We weren't ready for him. And he came in as a bit of a present. Hello, here we go.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It was good for 6 months.
Yeah, it was great. And it was great to watch. Scored on his debut against Chelsea. Great free kick. But for God's sake, Robinho went from playing at Real Madrid to playing in front of Stephen Ireland. With due respect. And I love a bit of Stephen Ireland.
Yeah, Stephen Ireland was decent. Yeah.
Robinho's in one dressing room going, yeah, I'm loving a bit of this. Walks into the comms at the time, City of Manchester, and he's like, Stephen Ireland, who were you? And he's like, just talking to all these players like he's never heard of.
Yeah.
That must have been funny.
Yeah, it's crazy. I enjoy whooping, man. Enjoy it, bro. Big up, Man Vajit says, Dodo plays for Fiorentina. If he want a like-for-like player, as I ignore it, on the right flank, he's the best option for us. He was linked with Barcelona too. I don't think I've ever heard of this guy. Dodo.
Yeah.
You heard of him?
I remember Doda, the old keeper. He was it Doda? I don't know him now.
Dida. Yeah, Dida. AC Milan.
Yeah, Dida. Someone said George Weah. No, George Weah was washed. I had a chat with Joe Royle about George Weah when I was at the BBC. I had a chat with Joe Royle about that. I'll tell you off air one time because I can't tell you publicly.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell you publicly that one.
Yeah. Big up, cool guy says, LB, what about Bertinelli? Have you checked his stat? I've not checked his. Bro, this guy will be third choice. I'll never play. You'll never see him.
I don't think Bertinelli's played in 3 years, you know.
Nah. Bro, he'll be on 20 grand a week and he'll just be third choice and his job is just to be nice in the dressing room, keep everyone up for it and just, is what it is. That's it. Emergency goalkeeper. He ain't ever going to play for us.
Has that Wesley signed for Roma yet, by the way?
I think so. Fabrizio, here we go, I think. So I think it's pretty much, it might not be done, but like I'm pretty sure it is done. I'm pretty sure there was a here we go on it.
Nah,
yeah, big up to Strood says, wasn't we in for that goalkeeper at Lazio too? I don't know what's his name. I think it was with him.
Rosto. There was Rosto.
Rosto or something, is it called?
There was also not Testes.
Testes?
Yeah, what's he called? Ed will laugh now because that was I called him Testes in a space once. What's he called? No, Teles, the guy at Lille.
Restes.
Lille? Restes, that's it.
Testes?
Yeah, I called him Testes instead of Restes. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. No, it was 4 a.m. We were doing a space, and for some reason, I replaced the R with a T, and it became Testes, and everyone just started laughing. It was fun.
That's funny, that man. That's funny.
Hey, you gotta have a bit of fun every now and again.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't know, Strood. I think we was, bro. The Greek guy. Yeah, we definitely was linked with him at some point. I don't know. You're gonna have to find someone who can be number 2. They've got to be good enough to.
That's one. Do you remember Nastasic? He was shit at City, young lad, went away and became an absolute baller. Malik, you had Savic, who came to City, was a bit dodgy. The other one we had
I don't think
was
Nastasic was shit at City. I disagree with that.
he
I
wasn't
don't think
great.
Nastasic was shit. I don't think he was shit.
Do you know the one I was always worried about was Jerome Boateng. He just never settled at City. I don't think Boateng liked England.
I never.
I think he did hate England. He hated England. He just wanted to get to Germany.
Yeah. Nastasic was mint. Oh, Nastasic come through now. Pep would be playing.
No, I'm talking about Nastasic's level at City, and then where he went to. He became one of the top centre backs, didn't he?
Did he? Where did he even go? I never heard of him after that.
Went to Fiorentina and a few others. But there was all. But I always remember thinking doing that. When I said about Savic, when he was at Atletico Madrid, he was superb.
Nah, he was shit at City. I couldn't
That's what I
stand
mean,
him.
but he was superb.
I remember when fucking Mancini played him in a back three. Oh my god! I've never seen a disaster like it. It was unbelievable. I can't remember the game. It might have been like Dortmund at home or something. Do you remember when Mancini played that back three one time? Might not have been a Mancini.
We always have problems. We always have problems with back threes. I always remember the Garcia against Leicester in that back three.
Oh, check this out. Big up Ed says Galatasaray have made significant progress in negotiations with Manchester City for a package deal involving Ederson and Manuel Akanji. Who's that source, Ed? No way. So that'll be two non-home. So remember, chat, we need to get rid of 4 non-homegrown players. So if Ederson goes, if Ederson, that's 2 gone. You're replacing 1 with a homegrown player, so that's chill. Akanji, you don't really need to buy another centre half. So it would be the right back. If you could get an English right back, which would be Tino, that's 2 out. And you're getting 2 players in. So you're not actually reducing the squad size, but you're converting non-homegrown to homegrown, which is mint.
So what about Gundo, though?
Gundo's going. He won't be replaced, I don't think. I don't think we need to replace him.
No, he won't be. No, I'll tell you what I think will happen with Gundo. Don't rule out him coming back as a coach at some time.
Yeah, I think he'll go.
I still don't think Gundogan's time at City is fully over.
Again, 3rd time.
Again. No, but this time he won't come back as a player. It won't be a player for the 3rd time. It will be coach. It won't be a player.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be Ederson. I reckon it's going to be Akanji, Gundo, and Kovacic. I think that's going to be the 4. And then maybe Echeverri gets loaned out or whatever. But that's chilling. And then obviously you get Trafford in. They'll try and get big up Ed, man. They'll try and get Livramento, if not, whatever. And then I reckon next year when Bernardo goes, I reckon they'll get Adam Wharton.
Oh, it's that guy. The guy who's doing the Galatasaray. Who is he? Who is this guy?
It's just I think he's just like an aggregator.
What, for Turkish?
For Galatasaray. I think he's like City extra version of them.
Have PAF put money into Turkey lately or something?
I don't know, but have you heard the news that Al Hilal are trying to buy Isak?
I know.
Well, that's the rumor. Chat. What was the source? I've seen other people talk about this. I don't have time to speak about it because I've been talking about all this City shit. But I've seen bare people in the chat before saying Saudis are in for.
Do you know what? I said to my missus last night. I said this is all going to pop as we're about to go away on holiday. You know, he's going to pop off while I'm away.
It always does, though, doesn't it?
It's always away. You're going away next week as well, aren't you? We'll be going live from our mobiles. You taking your laptop?
Yeah, I got the laptop right there, man. You know what I mean?
You taking it? Are you allowed? Are you allowed?
Well, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not dumb. I do what I want.
Oh, yeah. That's BS. I'm taking the laptop. No, you're not. You've got a phone. Go live off your phone.
Yeah, you should have seen her. You should have seen her when I told her I was doing a watch along at 4 o'clock in the morning in the hotel lobby.
You should have seen my. Do you know when I did the Al Hilal game? My missus starts work at 5:30. She went, what time's the watch along starting? I said 1:30. She went, what? She went, keep it down. I started jumping up and down when we were scoring. She wasn't happy.
Might rate the trim.
She
Yeah, the
was
trim
not
looks
happy.
fresh, man. The trim looks fresh.
Yeah, I've not quite gone to your levels. I've not done the doctor. I've not done the full doctor.
Go on, bro. You got to do it, man.
No.
Oh, chat. He has to join me in it. Come on.
No, I don't.
Join me.
Hey, I tell you what I did get today at the graduation. 3 people noticed my weight loss, which I was over the moon with. I was over the moon with that.
Well done, man.
So I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been paying off, man. Going gym at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's good, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Took me back to my days today, doing all that, doing graduation shit. Took me back to when I graduated.
Yeah, no, yeah. I got cooked on the turkey thing. I went to Belfast, yeah, and like as soon as I landed, it was like turkey, and I was like, fucking hell. That's just the way it goes, isn't it?
No, I'll take my phone, and I've said, I've told my missus if something majorly breaks, we'll do a live. I'll just say as we're going, but it's just,
Yeah.
Like I said, what's crazy? It's still only the 18th of July. There's still about 7-8 weeks in the window yet.
Yeah.
I don't even think the window's even got going yet. I think there's a lot to come yet.
What? For City?
For everyone. Because if you look, the middle of the road, this is going to sound so disrespectful, but a lot of the middle of the road teams haven't even got going yet.
Yeah, well, apparently, yeah, a lot of clubs couldn't sign players before the start of July. So now we're in July, and like David says here, like, bro, the season starts in a month, so people are gonna have to start hurry up because pre-season, you don't want to be signing players. Like for me, I've always been someone who's like, you need players in before pre-season starts, man, because you need those couple of weeks for Pep to work with them. If you bring them in, the season's already started, like. I don't know. I just feel that, like, I'd rather just pay an extra couple of million and grab the player a couple of weeks earlier so they've got the pre-season.
Well, have you seen the...
we're not going to be
in
a situation because we've got everyone. We've pretty much got it. We're going to do a couple player, goalkeeper, right back, and we're chilling. But everybody else...
Yeah. Have you seen the Charlie game that's been announced? That is EDS, though.
Yeah, I've seen...
Because it's on the same day as first team training.
Yeah, I did see that.
Grealish coming back, but he's apparently going to train on his own. It's a bit tight.
Nah, that's only until the... No. They've worded that.
No, I know, but I'm not... Will he be integrated back in? Yeah, I know 100%. They haven't. Will he be integrated back in? I don't think so. McAtee's doing his rounds at the moment. He's doing his rounds around Germany. Forest do still hold a massive interest in McAtee. So we'll see on that one. There's still a lot of movement yet. Still a lot of movement to happen. Possibly in and out. But it's exciting. But yeah, I'm really buzzing. I'm buzzing over Trafford. I am actually. Yeah. Because 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry, one thing, I have changed my mind on Trafford. I won't lie.
What was you saying 2 weeks ago?
I was a bit unsure. I was a bit like
are you not still unsure though? I mean, surely
I'm a lot more confident than I was because I'm going to be honest. I hadn't seen loads of him, so I went away. It was speaking with Daps and Alan because you know Alan's on the Trafford train more than anyone. He's not driving it. He's the bloody whole railroad and everything. He's literally, I even tried waking him up like 4 a.m. just to tell him, but he didn't answer his phone. Also, Alan needs his sleep at his age, but I started watching him and I thought, you know what, he's good at catching. The thing he needs to work on is his distribution for me. But I think distribution is something you can work on.
Wait a sec. Let me ask you a question on that. Are you judging his distribution comparing him to Ederson, or are you judging his distribution comparing him to the normal goalkeeper?
I'm comparing him to Ederson, yes, and I know you're going to tell me that's unfair. You're going to tell me that's unfair.
You're comparing him to arguably the greatest goalkeeper that's ever lived on the ball.
That's like me comparing Cherky. I know, because I'm doing what I tell others not to do when I say don't compare Cherky to KDB. I know. I'm not saying I get it and it's unfair, But that was the reason he got stopped playing against Burnley the last time in the Premier League. That was the reason. But I will say, I think it's easier to train distribution than it is to shot stop. I think shot stop is more of a natural reaction than being taught how to kick a ball out.
Yeah, I probably agree with that.
Because you look at Joe Hart. Joe Hart's 90% of Joe Hart's saves were just instant reaction. That's why he was weaker on his left side. Because on his right side, the reactions were there. And if you look in human beings, you have a dominant side and a sort of lesser side. That's why we're right-handed or we're left-handed, unless you're ambidextrous. So that's where I'm okay with it. I'm just fine.
Just kick it long, citizen. You might as well get Donnarumma if you're just going to keep on kicking the ball long. What are you talking about?
Do you know what? Can you imagine Pep on the side? Who fit? Right.
What's the point of getting Trafford if you're just going to keep on kicking it long, man?
Yeah, I can just imagine Pep. So bad. So bad at kicking. He could not kick.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah, that is wild.
What was the goal that we scored and Pep bollocked him? Oh, there was a goal we scored and we went long and he bollocked him.
Don't remember.
Oh, there was that famous thing when he turned around and rollicked. He was either one of the centre backs or the goalie. He rollicked him for it.
Well, he's a bit strange, Pep, isn't he?
That's what I mean. He is strange. And other times he's like, yeah, I don't mind you doing it. Because I always remember the Arsenal, the Carabao Cup final when we beat Arsenal. When Bravo just went ping and Aguero just like, see ya.
Yeah.
Sat the centre back down and put it in the net. Yeah.
Is that the one that we lost? The one we won?
No, we won that one 3-0.
We won that one. Was it the one the year after we lost?
Yes. No, was it? Yeah.
But we scored a goal in that game. We scored a goal in that game, which should have counted when Sane crossed the ball in and he said it went out for a goal kick and it didn't.
Yeah. Oh, we got the new kit. Did you get it? We got the St. Mark's kit. I'm now calling that the official St. Mark's kit. And do you know what I'm over the moon about? We've actually recognised 1884. None of this 1894 stuff. We've recognised 1884. We've gone back to our proper roots.
I'm loving it. You're so funny, man. You're such a funny guy.
Why can't I go back to St. Mark's?
No.
Why can I not talk St. Mark's?
Just the way that you're bothered about that sort of stuff makes me laugh, man. He's just a funny guy.
Why?
Just because.
Hang on, would you say Stephen Tudor would you say that's Stephen Tudor?
Nah, well, not because you don't come on my stream. I'll say it to you because you come on my stream. Nah, all the things you could have said, and you're like, fucking fine. You've always got a battle, haven't you, man? You've always got a battle. No, I'm waiting. I don't know whether I go on holiday next week. Yeah, I go on holiday next week, and I'm debating on whether to gamble on getting Turkey 10 or not because it's.
Are you waiting for the numbers? Are you waiting for the number confirmation? Right.
Well, apparently, I don't know if they've changed it, but this morning, City Extra tweeted that City have removed the numbers off the screen for Turkey, Aitnori, and Reinders. Everyone else is still there, apparently. And City made it abundantly clear when we went to Club World Cup, because they put it in big writing, these numbers are set to change. And obviously, Grealish is obviously being sold or whatever. He's number 10, and I just think Turkey 10 is going to bang, man. And I really want Turkey 10 because ever since I've seen that picture that Manchester Iconic did, which just looked mint, then I was just like, I need that in my life. I really want it for my holiday. I just don't know whether to get it or not. Because if I get it and he's not number 10, then I'm cooked.
See, look at that. Put Akshit's thing on. I recommended something the other day in my stream. Do you remember the old channel I was on? Remember the old one I was on?
Yeah, where you used to be giving it large. I don't think Gundogan's good enough for this club. Treble captain.
Oh, sorry, mister. Let's go back 9 months. You dancing around in your Gundogan shirt. Oh, he's back. He's back. 9 months later. He's shit. Get him out. No, listen. There's a documentary on there. Really good one that I recommended. So, yeah, if you enjoyed it, big up. We do the 125-year history. My bad. at the time. My apologies.
It's all right, bro.
I know you don't like history. I get it. We know.
Come on, bro. I smash these likes up, guys. If not, so I think I might wrap it up, man, because I'm fucking boiling up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
I can't even lie.
Otherwise, you'll be history with your missus.
Yeah, let me just check if there's any other news coming out. Let me just check.
They'll wait for you to stop streaming and then bring it out.
Yeah, no, I think that's it, to be honest with you. I mean, that's it. Let's see who we get, man. But I think we're going to be getting 2 more goalkeepers. I think they're both leaving. I think Ortega and Ederson are both going to leave, man. I think they are. But the question is, who's the backup goalkeeper going to be? Because let's be honest, Trafford isn't being signed for 30-odd million to sit on the bench. Anyone that thinks that's delusional. So he's going to be number 1. Like, who is going to be the backup goalkeeper? Mad, isn't it? Fucking hell, this has been a proper rebuild. This. I told people, yeah, you can do rebuild in like 2 windows, man. You don't have to be a 2-3 year process.
Look here. I'm still the one that's shocking me at the minute is Akanji. That's the one I didn't think he'd let him go.
Do you understand why he's letting him go, though?
Yeah and no.
If he's signing, okay, so if he's signing a right back, he doesn't need him to play right back because he's got Nunes and
yeah, but we better sign a right back then. We better sign. a right back.
No, I completely agree with you. If we don't sign a right back and let Akanji go, I think that's stupid, right? But
yeah, that's bad crazy.
You don't need him to play right back because you got Nunes and the new right back. You don't need him to play centre back because you got Diaz, who was 60 million. You've just signed Puzanov, who's the future at 30-odd million. You don't need to play left side of centre back because you've got Gavardio, you've still got Ake, you've still got Hayes, and you've still got John Stones, who said he's not going anywhere. So I don't think you need him.
I know everyone's going to go crazy on this and just hear me out. And people disagree. It's fine. It's all opinions. Akanji's drop off last season was more unexpected than Stones and Ake not being available due to injury. That's my concern. What I mean is Akanji was bad last season. We know why, because of his injury. He was played injured. And yes, people will say he shouldn't have done that. Some will say that's heroic, whatever. But Akanji wasn't bad because he's a bad player. He was bad because he was never fit. He was never fit all season. And for me, there's more chance of Akanji getting back to his best than John Stones and Nathan Ake being regularly fit to play. And that's what worries me.
I disagree on Ake, agree on Stones. I think there's more chance of Ake staying fit this year than Akanji getting back to his very best. But I agree on Stones. Stones played 1,000.
And that's my thing. If we keep Stones and Ake and get rid of Akanji, I think we've dropped one there. That's just my opinion.
If we get rid of Stones and Akanji,
then we need to buy someone. No, if we keep Stones and Ake and only get rid of Akanji, I think we've dropped one.
Why?
Because I don't see Stones being fully available a lot. And if Ake, but then you're down to Diaz, Gavardio, Rice, and Kushinov.
That's 4 centre backs. That's more than enough,
right? So 2 are still a gamble. No, LB. I mean, this is the thing. 2 are still a gamble. Two between them have only played 30 games.
Yeah, but you still got 2. You still got Ake there as well. You got 5 centre backs.
That's what I'm saying. If Ake or Stones don't get back to where they were,
but for me,
let's be honest. What I'm saying is, there's more. What I'm trying to say is, for me, there's more chance of Akanji getting back to his best football than I see Ake and Stones being regularly available.
I agree on Stones, not on Ake. The thing is, this club has just spent best part of 60 million quid on Huzanov and Hayes. So I think that we have to back them as being good enough. Because how are you spending £30 million a pop? Yeah. And by the way, chat, apparently Sam Lee said in his podcast that thing about Huzanov's appearance thing is actually legit. Can you believe that? Apparently, City had to pay money to the club that we bought him from. Was it Lens or something? Who did we buy him from? Lens. We had to pay them. Apparently, that was actually legit. How is that? That's crazy, isn't it? Do you know, for people that are getting it, yeah, people were saying that the reason why Pep stopped playing Huzanov at centre back, yeah, was because if we kept playing him, we had to pay a fee to Lens because when we signed him from Lens, we basically put in a contract that if he plays a certain amount of games this season, and remember, Club World Cup is classed as last year, not this year, that new year, we had to pay them like an extra 5 or 10 mil. Anyway, I've been saying for time that is bullshit. That's not true. No way is that true. Apparently, Sam Lee, I don't know, that's what people on Twitter are saying. Apparently, he said yesterday it's true. He said it's legit true. And apparently, yeah, I don't know if that's, I'm pretty sure he said it about Nico G as well. I was like, what? First of all, why are we putting these in the contract? And second of all, surely you just got to pay it. Surely you can't just not be playing a player who's better suited for that game or that situation just because if you play him, you've got to pay some money. Like, what the hell? I can't believe it. I still don't believe it's true. But that's what he's saying. Why are you not speaking? You know it's true, don't you? Is it true?
Sprechen Sie English? Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Hey! Hey! Have a fucking word with him then, ref!
What do you want me to do? I'm not in control of the fucking finances and it does contracts. I hear bits and bobs. I am not working for the club. I want to clarify that right now.
No.
Right, I'll leave you. I'm off to the airport in 3 hours. Enjoy.
Yeah, have a good holiday, man. Enjoy holiday.
Yeah.
See if you can get some of these deals for City done. See if you get extra money for City because we're getting rinsed, mate.
Oh, so signed off. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll get more than car boot for Ederson.
Yeah, go on.
Big up, smash the likes. Take care of.
Love it, mate. Right, we'll just do we'll chat for a little bit before we wrap it up. Yo, big up Benno as well, man. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the news, but it sounds like City are getting Trafford. Excuses for Pep. I don't believe these clauses. I still don't believe it's true, but Sam Lee is apparently saying it is true. I've not listened to the pod, so I can't say for like facts. But this is what people will just lie to me. Well, you know, it's Twitter, I suppose. People might lie, but why would people make that up? You know what I mean? It's a weird thing to make up. How long have we been live for? 3 hours, 12 minutes. Oh, we've not even started, man. We've got a Monster Energy drink, bro. Nah, I'm not joking. We're actually going to... I need a shower, man. I'm sweating my back off. I need to go eat some food. I don't know, man. I see what I'm doing tonight, innit? I say tonight, so I know it's 7:45. But I'm seeing what people are doing. There might be a couple of people about that, panelists available, like 9 p.m, 10 o'clock. I'll see what people are saying. All right, come on, Benno. Nice one, man. Seen a Turkish sauce. There's something to do with Gundogan as well. It's just mad how they're all going, isn't it? It's just crazy. It's crazy. But which is worse, Pep didn't play them because he didn't want to or to save a few million. I think if we didn't play him to save a couple million, I think that's poor. If Pep didn't want to play them because he didn't want to, then whatever. That's his decision as a manager, even though I disagree with it. But no professional football club should not be playing a player because it cost them just fucking stupid, mate. But yeah. Right, sweet. I'm going to leave it there. I'll redirect to Potsy's live in 15 minutes for a panel show. I'll see who's about later on, man. I'm not guaranteeing out, innit? Given the fact I've just done 3 hours. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Do me a favour, chat. Before you go, smash these likes up for me, man. I've been live 3 hours, sat in the sweating heat, man. So please smash the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you are new. And yeah, man. Big up to you, isn't it? Peace out. See you later.